Welcome back to Home Reply. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me,
Marcus.
Yes, and we are back. Oh, nope, sound is not off. My bad. So, we are back again here for the Championship Series for Week 7, Part 2 of our amazing Championship Series. The competitive series where all of our players get to play in random events, where you get to play the starter deck like we're going to do today. You get to play the regular standard season, and sometimes do pre-releases and box tournaments and random other gigs to get points within an 8-week period to then get yourself to the actual Championship Series, which is going to be recorded on the 28th of June this month, and then simultaneously casted the following Monday. Guys, we got a great, awesome series right now. A lot of great players, a lot of great decks. I think we had a lot of fun on Saturday. There's a lot of people playing the new starter decks. We got some cool starter decks to show you guys, because I think some of them are pretty cool.
Oh,
some
yeah,
got
some
some
looks like really nice.
Like, got great assets and new things to add to your decks. We got some great new art for some of those old leaders, and some of the newer leaders too. Of course, we've got some beautiful Shanks arts, and we'll go over the decks and stuff with you guys. I do want to first start off by apologizing to everyone that I did say I was going to be streaming yesterday with the final with the RCQ, and to those people, I am going to get that thing taken care of. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys heard me throughout the weekend. The congestion was getting continually worse and worse and worse. I was like slightly coughing. I had a bunch of Listerine I was taking like every 5 minutes, trying to make sure my throat stayed as clear as possible. And then, of course, I was like using hand sanitizer or whatever just to make sure my opponents didn't think, oh, germ spreader. So I tried to make it as sanitary as possible, but on the toll just took and hit me hard on Sunday. Couldn't sleep at all on Saturday. Tried my best to get myself up in some strength, but just could not muster enough to get up and do the stream. I didn't want to give you guys a piss poor performance. My eyes have been rolling back to my back of my head. Who knows what I've been saying? I probably would have rambled on with some nonsense. Some bit like, what's this? NyQuil is so good for you. Trying to get myself, and then of course coughing like every 5 seconds, because good grief, I couldn't stop coughing yesterday. It's a season, guys. If you guys aren't familiar with the Virginia area, very pollen heavy. I'm sure most people, and everywhere that you're going to go, oh, I got pollen. Yeah, and I'm not trying to do the comparison because I don't know if anyone's done some real analysis. I just know that the pollen hits heavy in the spring, guys. And sometimes that pollen just falls down and coats your car and coats your life with that. Oh, yeah. And then you're just congested. It's not sick, it's just congested. You get all the phlegm with all the pollen that comes into it, makes it difficult to breathe and stuff. So I do apologize. I will be getting that thing covered. I'm going to talk to Nico to figure out what day works for him. We will have the day, which means that I will be still giving away those Final Fantasy packs, because I think there's still about 8 left from that box. I got to count it again, but there was only about a stack about that big left from the box I bought for you guys. So I will be giving out a couple more of those packs to say goodbye, and who knows, maybe the rest of the box, or maybe I'll save 1 or 2 for myself. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, if I take the day to just get better, it's better off for me. Drink some water, take a shower, let the hot water hit the back of the neck, clean out the system, take the medication. I was taking Mucinex, but I got like Mucinex, took some Advil, slept it off, took a day, relaxed here. That's going to get me on my feet a lot faster. I mean, if I did the stream, I probably wouldn't have been at work today, and that's going to cause all the kind of problems, because I got to make the money, brother. I got to make the money for this stuff. So, yeah, it's better for you just to take the day. And I recommend that to everybody else. I mean, if the one thing that you guys should have learned from COVID, you're sick, stay home. You're sick, stay home. If you can't do it, you're going to be coughing and sneezing all over the place, probably should stay home. Now, probably should have taken some of that advice on Saturday. I had so much to do, and I didn't want to leave Daddy Lifelink by himself. And I took every precaution necessary to make sure that I wasn't a germ spreader for the rest of it. But at the same time, that in itself took its toll on me. So I just decided, you know what? Take the day, get better. There we go. Sweating helps me get rid of the sickness quickly. Lots of fruits. Oh, fruits helps too. I like the citrus stuff. Orange juice usually really kicks it out of my system too. A lot of vitamin C. I know it's like acidic and some people are wrong, but like I say it, but that vitamin C, dude, it just kicks you in the next gear. And if I had a sauna, 100% would have done that. When I was deployed to Afghanistan for 8 years, even in the desert, all the gyms were equipped with saunas. And if I ever got into that situation, so first thing I would do, jump in the sauna, sit in there, sweat out as much as possible, go take a hot shower, rinse, rather repeat 2 or 3 times. You'd have all your system cleared out. You'd have all your stuff taken care of. You'd be out for maybe 8 hours and you're back in the fight. The stuff was really good. Just sweating out all those toxins, and then of course replacing it with some good water. Drink water, guys. Hydrate.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you hydrate.
You gotta hydrate. It is important, imperative for you guys. We have some packs, of course, to give away. Thank you, Richie, for hitting the exclamation point, join, and starting it. living in Florida, all I got to do is walk the dogs. I believe it. I've been down to Florida quite a bit. The humidity down there is insane. Insane. All right, we were down there just for One Piece Day and all the rest of it.
Have you had a hit yet?
No, no hits from this box yet. Can you pull one out this time? Just one? Just one. Just one. Don't. I mean, there's half a box left, guys. There's half a box left. Just over. And if you hit both hits, which there could be three. It could be three. But then we're going to be sitting there in that copium.
Yeah,
Because these boxes are so bad.
Good cards
Oh, there are a lot of good cards.
The hits.
Yeah, I mean, the SRs are fantastic. So, and these things are going hot now. I mean, these things are already going up in price. Give me the Vegapunk. Oh, dude. I can't. Okay, so I'll tell you right now, the Vegapunk is going to be out of the question. And the reason for that is because it was already pulled in our store. I'm not saying that this is the same. This actually is a separate case than what that one was pulled in. So there is a chance. There is a chance there's a gold leader in this pack. But when it comes to Vegapunk, that one's already been pulled. I mean, we had Perona pulled from one case, we had Vegapunk pulled from another, and we had the manga pulled from a third. And then this is the fourth case of content we have right here. So I would love to get that Vegapunk out of there and showcase that to you guys. But it was actually opened in what I'm calling the PLP, guys. The parking lot pack. Because if there's one thing that I've learned from a lot of my Twitter feeds and all my social medias and even from my Discord, the parking lot pack, or the PLP, has been the dominant contender for this. I've seen so many people like, oh, I bought a double pack, got the gold Luffy. Hey,
oh yeah, Spencer.
Yeah,
he got a really good hit. Did you see?
Yes, I did. The insane hit parking lot pack from his wife, or soon-to-be wife here. Yeah, but I gotta tell you, the PLPs, they're insane, guys. Like, now I'm thinking, like, I need to go out there, go to Lifelink, grab a couple packs, go out to the car, sit in the parking lot, to open my pack, take a picture, and say, haha, I got something great. Right? We smell hits in the case. All right. I'm hoping you smell some good hits. I hope they're coming up today. 100% good. I'm hoping it's going to be big. I can't. If it is a leader pack, awesome, all the better. But I'm thinking, as far as Vegapunk goes, that's just out of the question. Because we had, what was it? Like I said, we had Prona, Vegapunk, and something leader. What was the other? No, it was the manga.
Yeah.
That's right. Because the manga swept it. So if it's going to be a leader, it's probably going to be one of the other ones. Because there's only 17 or 20 something leaders.
It can still be Vegapunk.
It's random. It is random, but man, that would be some heavy hits. Two in the same group of casings here. That's the key. You don't want us to know. Parking lot polls always hits. Like, they really do, guys. So PLPs, baby. Like, go out to your car, open it up because you can't wait, and then bam, something just... It's just... I've seen some of the best hits. I've seen more pictures of people pulling mangas in front of their steering wheel than I've seen anywhere else, right? Like, that's the number one picture. If you want to, like, hit up, like, great polls, if, like, the AI can find it, it probably imagines that the only way you get great polls is if a steering wheel is in front of you, right? I'll cry if it's Vega. Dude, if it's... I'll cry. I'll be so ecstatic, because that'll be the second highest... No, that'll be the highest pick, I think, so far. Because the manga... What was it? We had alternate leaders several times now. They've been over 100. What's Vegapunk going up right now? What's that? Because I'm still trying to get you guys a manga. But got my manga Nami in the car. That's what I'm talking about, see? You probably took a picture in front of your driver's license, too. Vegapunk Gold Leader. It'll find up here. $380. Yeah! Okay, so, I mean, obviously, I can click on it. Who knows what this thing's going for. $380. It's going up. Let's see what sales look like. Dang! I mean, I don't even know what to call that, because that's... 385 was the last one sold on the 5th, but we got 466, 475, 900, then some 350s. It's all over the place.
Yeah,
Man, I bet you the 150s are probably punching themselves. They're like, oh, man, I underrated Vegapunk. Yeah. And that's not Japanese either. 380 is the cheapest one you'll find. 380. Wow. 5 minutes after purchase, and I definitely did. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I see so much of that stuff on social media where people just put it out there. Roller coaster sales, right? They're insane, but back up into 380, and I think it's just going to keep going up.
So
because
the bottom one was 150, James.
I know, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I just didn't would have had them all. It's Samoa, good to see you. I wish I would have had the money. But yeah, like if we could pull a gold leader at all, I'd be super ecstatic. Because it's getting me closer and closer to the day that I'm finally going to give you guys a manga. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to stream long enough to get a manga whether I have to like crawl out of my grave and pull up some packs and just be like, manga, zombie style. I'm gonna get you guys a manga one of these days. One of you is gonna be out there and it's gonna pull my first manga and it's gonna be all about it, right? I can't wait. Like I love these community boxes. I love the fact that every single hit goes your way. It could be. That'd be amazing. I mean, what is the manga for this one? Was it One Piece? Oh, was it Monkey?
Yeah.
Manga. Alternate art. Which one was this? Luffy. I'm typing it in, right? It was Monkey Luffy, right? This one should go skyrocketing, especially considering the hit rate was just insanely low. Is it this one, right?
Yeah, extra boost. Yep.
Jeez! $1,029. Yeah. Skyrocketing up in price. It tanked and then it just shot right back up. Jeez, look at this. Oh, you guys can't see it. But I'm sure if you guys looked at this thing, you'd see the shot rocket of a pricing here. Yeah,
It sold for like $700 at the least.
At the least, it was
$620.
$620 was. I wonder what the shipping and handling was, but that was the cheapest it sold at. And like, if I was at $620, I'd be punching myself. I mean, that person was just looking for money. But, bro, $1,000 card. Can you imagine? I'd have to get my one of those armored cars to deliver to your house personally. I'd be like, all right, guys, we're taking a road trip. Got to get an armored car. Got to get this thing delivered properly. Make sure it exchanges hands. There's no funny business. Good to go. Oh, and speaking of which, we did hand out a $100 card. And congratulations out there to Lonely Doombot, who picked up the VV foil from one of the streams last week. I have not sent in the mail, obviously, Lonely, because I haven't. You haven't received a message from me yet. When you get the message, you'll know that the tracking number is there, and I will be sending a tracking number for that one. $1,000 raw. Yeah. Just imagine if the thing got itself like PSA'd or anything. Yeah, it just insane. But yeah, we've given out some hints. I mean, we've had a lot of hits more frequently lately, and I'm loving the train. I like keep it up. I want to see some more hits back to back. I want to see some massive, big wins for some of you guys out there just watching my content and walking away with just like, wow, this man just gave away $1,000. That's right, and I will eventually at some point give you guys that stuff because it's just I love you guys. I love you guys being here. Not you, best viewers. Can you like leave us alone? I'd really appreciate you guys stop doing that. That would be great. Yeah. Because no. All right. Yeah, I want to keep the links open so you guys can send some stuff. Let's go. Oh, all right, send out the clovers. Let's see if it's going to work for us. Guys, we have some awesome deck lists to come. We got a couple fun matches for you to start. It's going to be Spencer and Porter in the stream that gave me some fun content because, of course, during the starter decks, these things were super fast. Okay. Yes. We got some deck lists to go over. Not a lot of them. There was 6 in total that you could choose from. There was Shanks, Blackbeard, Green Yellow Yamato, Buggy, Bonnie. Who am I missing? Black Purple Luffy?
Yeah.
Black Purple Luffy. Okay. Yep. So we had a lot of great decks with some new support being added to it. A lot of these things are going to be making some kind of impact. I don't know how big. Yeah. But Luffy was a lot. Yeah. Thank you.
Don't help him. Let him figure it out himself.
No, I mean, we'll figure this thing off the top of my head. But there are a lot of good decks. I got, of course, I haven't updated my things yet because I haven't got it yet.
You're missing 23 through...
yeah. 27, 28, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah. So missing up to 28. I got to get that thing updated for you guys. Don't worry. It's coming soon.
And it's going to look weird because you're going to be missing 22 for a while.
What happened to 22?
We don't get it till...
Oh, that's right. They skipped it. Oh, it's going to look weird. Ignore it. Black Purple Luffy is, in my opinion, run on release date. It is a very good deck. 22 drops an OP 22 drops when OP tell.
When OP 12 drops.
12 drops? 22 drops when OP 12 drops.
Start day. 22.
Oh, it drops on the same time. Okay. So we're going to have to wait until that. We do have some cool cards to show you guys from OP 12, though. I got some really cool stuff. It's going to pull that up here and talk about that for a little bit. Get you guys recentered with some of the really cool spoilers that are coming up this way. Nope, just want to switch there. No, you can't see it yet. I'm not ready to just showcase my messy computer yet. This should go right there. Yep. Okay. So we do have some spoilers we want to show you guys that have been released here on the official Discord channel. I'm sure some of you guys have already seen it, but we're going to look at it ourselves. And check it out. 39 Royale, welcome back. Don't forget that hit that exclamation point join. Makes it easy for us to find you. Of course, the emotes are coming. Kick is probably going to be up in the running by next week. And of course, I still got to wait for the feedback from Twitch to see if my emotes are good to go. Still got it. Dang it.
I just need to get on Kick and type in Humbro Pride first.
Yep. Yes, the elliptical was literally one of my saving graces for COVID times, and I really need to get back into using it again more frequently. It's been probably about a month since I've used that thing. But yeah, the elliptical really helps out. Just having a way to exercise. There was one of the things, like, I don't want to waste too much time in the COVID times, but I was miserable. I wanted to try to exercise. I was still in the military, contracted at that point, still needing to stay fit for the contract. And I was trying to stay fit, so I tried running outside, and I'm getting the police called on me. Tried going to a park where I was the only one out in the park, and the police called on me and got sent home. I was doing everything I could to try and stay healthy and try to stay fit because I was trying to prepare for my next deployment while we were in COVID times. And it was just getting more and more impossible to get outside. So I was like, screw it. I'll invest $1,000 into elliptical so at least I can get some exercise inside. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Richie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I spent 10 years in the military and then another 12 years as a contractor doing the deployment stuff because I really enjoyed the mission that I had over there. It was a great job. I think it was very rewarding, and maybe sometime I'll give you guys like a non-One Piece related story time where you guys can just chat and ask questions about my service time. But that's, of course, not the theme of the channel, so I don't want to waste your guys' time with my personal life. But low-key, John Wick, I mean... Not really, but if you were talking about like an analyst that supported the John Wick stuff, yeah. I know a lot about the inner workings of like how to make that stuff work. So that I wouldn't say I myself was John Wick, but I definitely had to stay fit because those guys are. Yeah. If you want to fit in, you got to stay fit. You don't want to get run over. Yeah, I got some pictures from back then, man. I was telling you, I don't know, I never got a six pack, but I got a nice little solid rock here. One Piece Rick. Wick. I like that. 007, good to see you. Welcome back in the chat. I think you have another pack there. I swear every time he stops by to get a pack, the next day he gets a pack. That's like, we just keep calling you back, All Might. We just keep calling you back, man. If Turn the Tide ever shows up, please let me know. There's a lot of these packs. I still trying to get a hold of these people, guys. I want to give these packs away, and you guys won't let me do it. I mean, Smelly Fish Socks, who I swear to God signed up just so I would keep saying this name out loud. Guys, gotta contact me. Get in my Discord so I can contact you.
Yeah, get in his DMs.
Get in my DMs, man. Get in my DMs. They're really quiet sometimes. Just kidding. All right, guys, we got some spoilers. We got some matches. You ready to get into some spoilers? Let's get into some spoilers. So I fail to remember where we left off here. I was trying to go with where it saved on the scroll here. Some of these things might be familiar and might be redos, but I just want to keep going down these amazing cards that we're seeing in here. A lot of these are just the commons and uncommons, but guys, sometimes these cards really carry decks, so you want to be careful with it and keep watching this stuff. Like one of the things that I've been looking at for the Kobe decks, because I've been looking at a lot of lists, and thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate that. I think I'm going to shy away from cost reduction removal and just stick with the base attack removal because it fits more with that ability to just tack into characters. So since the theme of the deck is really just attacking into characters, I'm going to focus more on the actual attack reduction, or the base power, the power reduction side of it. And with that, it means like using cards like that vanilla X-Drake, right? It's a 2K counter, vanilla, but you can also get it back with Kobe. And I've been looking, I was like, this is really good because with Kobe and your leader, right? You can attack characters with that. You don't get much of a value, but the nice thing is like if you're going to have anything in your graveyard, it's probably going to be a 2K. Because if you don't have Kobe in your yard yet to make the Helmeppo Kobe combo work, you want to have something, some value. And a lot of them do have some value, don't get me wrong, but you do bottom deck it at the end.
Like what's her name? The 5-drop.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, she combos really well with it too. They do have some great ones on Helmeppo, but they're not always in your yard. And if there's going to be something in your yard, a 2K is probably going to be in your yard. And a lot of the 2Ks, the other ones are kind of like, I probably wouldn't be playing with those. I don't know. But I want to get some value out of the Helmeppo plays, and I think getting him back is actually a huge plus.
Well, Helmeppo only plays sword characters from your trash.
Yeah.
Is extra sword?
Yes, he is. He's a vanilla sword navy, 7,000 power, 6 cost. That has it's just a 2K counter, but it's something I would likely use in the early games, and then I would just get it back. Ocean Man, good to see you. Happy to be here. Your first match is going to be up here. No, the leaders you're looking at are not the leaders for the first match. Haven't got the thing set up for you yet. Well, I don't want to get you guys out there because we haven't even put out the poll yet to find out who's going to win. For those new to the channel or new here, we're going to be doing a poll to find out who's going to win on our first match when we get there. But yeah, let's talk about these new cards, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. You want to read the first one?
All right. So we got Lingberg, black character, 12, 4 cost, 5k power, counter 1, Minx and Revolutionary Army. If your leader has the Revolutionary Army trait, this character costs +4. So
cool.
You just be at 8 cost instead of 4 cost.
Mm-hmm.
And then on play, draw a card, discard a card. So not bad.
Yeah, helps with the leader, and it's just a nice little filter card here.
Yeah.
And a good body. Not bad for Lindbergh. I wouldn't say the most impressive, but for what I want to see in my Revolutionary decks, it's hard. When you get Karasu as your base of what's awesome and more powerful, all I'm waiting for is another Karasu, and they won't give it to us.
Hey, look, there's Lonely.
Lonely, there you are. Just talking about you. Good to see you. By the way, I'll get that message out to you when I actually get to the post office. Sorry, you might have missed. I was down with congestion the last 2 days, so I haven't been able to really get out of the house and get out to the post office. But feeling better, and we will get that. I'm trying to set some time aside tomorrow before I head over to Lifelink to get out to the post office and make sure I get that tracking number and that card out to you. So I really appreciate you, and thanks for your patience, brother. That one I sincerely want to have tracking numbers on it. It's a $100 card, so I definitely don't want to have anybody like wondering. I've had a few people hit me up where I took me a couple weeks to mail it out, and like I thought someone stole it, and that got me thinking like, man, I don't want people stealing your guys' packs and cards. So if it's something of some sincere value, I gotta start tracking this stuff. I start getting insurance for it because I want to make sure, especially if you pull anything that's over like $50, you deserve that card. I want to get it to you. I don't want to take any chances. No worries. Glad to hear you feeling better. Thank you much. I appreciate it, Lonely. Yep. So Emporio Vonkov, another Revolutionary Army, but I don't think this one's gonna be played in that because this one looks like if you have 4 more event cards in your trash, this character gains blocker. On KO up to 1 of your event cards in your trash to your hand. Okay. And this is that Sanji deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is really, it says Revolutionary Army, it says Impel Down, but this is really just playing into that Sanji type effect ability because I don't remember seeing a lot of event strategy Revolutionary Army decks. Do you?
Yeah. No, not really, but definitely good in Sanji.
Yeah. Got another Pacifista in yellow. Up to 1 of your opponent's cost 1 of lower characters. Then add this card to your hand on trigger. Okay. 4 body. Get a 1K. Stop.
If they do have like a blocker out after you take a hit, it's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a blocker or just the 1K searcher just to get attacker off. Hey, honestly, don't underestimate it because I think more and more decks.
Well, a lot of decks are playing the 1-cost blocker now. So.
Oh yeah, that's true because with the absence of Lucci, like these things are just free game. It's like you're playing with the Trafalgar Law, you're playing with the 2020 Chopper in red. What's the blocker for
blue is the Law?
Yeah, the Trafalgar Law.
Yeah.
What's green? What's green's 1 cost? Almost all of them have one.
Beige.
Yeah, I think it's a beige. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of these guys like now without having to worry about too many Rob Lucci showing around, it's free game. So this is actually hitting something. I wouldn't sleep on this card. I wouldn't say that this was a terrible card just because it only targets 1K. Yellow obviously kind of cares about cost. Doesn't do much with reduction, but it does kind of care about cost. Yeah. And Marshall D. Teach. I think this card's dookie. I don't even care about the character. I know you guys can hate the character, but this is dookie.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, if your leader is Warlord of 7C, you return a character with cost of 1 or less other than this character on his hand.
What do you return in? Like
you can bounce your own 1-cost block or
searcher or blocker. Searcher. Yeah, like I guess why would I waste my time wasting a Dawn just to bounce this back to replay another one? It doesn't scream like I should be playing this card. There's so many other good cards in this deck that this doesn't have a spot. I mean, most of those Warlord decks are pretty tight, so I wouldn't say that we'll replace anything. Hey, my girl Bella Betty. Loving this one. 3 cost. I don't think the ability is going to be as great, but I do love the character. When attacking the top 2 cards of your deck, choose one of your opponent's characters minus 2 cost. Good. That's pretty good for black. Yeah.
It's a 2K.
That's true.
It's you just need 1 Dawn to attach to actually get a card out.
Yeah.
So. and then it's cost reduction on attack, which plays around Blackbeard.
That's true. It's true. You don't have to worry about the on-play. So, I mean, not bad. I'm a big Revolutionary fan. I think the what's her name? Koala deck is going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be playing it because you guys know me. I'll be playing red. But I'll definitely have like a pet deck on the side that no one knows about, and I'll never know that I'm secretly playing it on the side. Because I love my Revolutionary Army decks, I swear. All right, Vince Smoke Sora on play. If your leader is Sanji, and the number of Don cards on your field is equal or less than your opponent, add up to one Don card from your Don deck and rest it, then draw one card.
Yeah, so it can ramp you back up after using the Sanji effect, and then you get a card draw out.
And it's 2K.
So,
And it's 2K.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a perfect card for this deck. This is great. Late game, fix your Dawn, get an extra card. Card replaces itself. I mean, if you didn't need to activate an ability to minus, hands down, this card would just be OP. But clearly, you have to minus at least once, and even then, it's like just do it one time and you just fix it.
Sanji does it. Can do it every turn just because.
As a Rage player, I'm definitely going to be playing Sanji and OP12. Oh, good. Please do. It looks like a fun deck. Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
All right. Have you seen anything on the sim about it yet?
I played against a little bit of it, so it seems okay.
Okay.
It has its ups.
All right. Thank God no downs. Oh, here we go. Jewelry Bonnie. Activate main. You may rest this character in one of your supernova type leaders. Wow. Gain 1,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So,
yeah. So becoming a 6K leader. With Law.
With just one, you can these stack. Stack. So if you don't get rid of this thing, you could have a 7K, 8K. I mean, obviously it's an easy attack into it, but then it comes a pseudo blocker, and I love pseudo blockers.
Oh yeah.
I love it when my opponent wastes their attack on something that's like 1,000K.
And then the trigger it plays itself, so it's good.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So right after an attack, if you get a trigger and there's one more attack coming in, they don't have the Dawn allocation. All right, stop the attack. To the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay, man. Jeez. That's super good. But I don't think you would be able to rest it either. No. But at least it would get it out.
Yeah.
So next turn you could do it. So it wouldn't come out, it wouldn't immediately plus it, but good grief. This card looks super good. I mean, it's a nice little 3 cost. It is 1 counter, 1K counter. But when you're in the meta where like every leader seems to be 6K, 7K nowadays, I feel like this is just like the card we need for this meta right now. Every color is going to need these now because it feels like every single leader is just like, I'm 6K, I'm 7K base power, I'm, Oh yeah. I'm super strong and it's really hard to swing into me. It's like, good grief, you thought Shanks was oppressive. Sentimaru, KO up to one of your opponent's cost 4 lower characters. Solid.
Yeah.
Which, it's just a trigger, but it's solid. And it is Egghead, so I mean, this is usable in the...
Egghead deck. You can just play one, put in your life, and they're like, oh, do I really want to...
Lose one of my blockers, lose one of my value 4 cost pieces? Yeah. Yeah. That's... It's so rude. He's so rude. He puts a face up, and he's like, hit me. I dare you. It's a good card. I like it. Trafalgar Law, Dressrosa, Supernova, Heart Pirate, just a blocker. Yeah. 6 cost, 7K blocker, though.
We'll put 1K counter, so
that's
good.
Yeah. All right. I'll take that. Oh, Ronar Zoro, 5 cost. Counter 1,000 on KO if your leader is a Supernova type. Play up to 1 4 cost or lower Supernova type character from your hand and rest it. KO up to one of your opponent's characters and then add this card to your hand on trigger. Oh, that's super good. It gets the KO. Well, it's 1 cost.
Yeah. So.
But KO and add. That was what I was looking at. I was like, so you get the trigger ability and you get to add that card to your hand. That's not something you often see. It'll either play itself, cost a card from hand, or something like that. Oh, yeah. Mama Sim, happy Monday. Good to see you. Kinetic Carnage, always good to see it. Thank you for the exclamation point join. Let's see what's up next. Another Sengoku. You want to read it?
3 cost, 3,000 power, 1K counter. Navy, on play, you may discard 1 card from your hand, leave the top 5 cards of your deck, and reveal up to 2 Navy type cards other than Sengoku, and add them to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order.
This is busted.
Oh, yeah.
This is busted. This card's insane. Those who don't know about the ability for Kuzan, anytime you discard a card, you get a draw card. I think it's once per turn, right?
Yep. So you'll discard a card. You'll reveal 2 Navy types from the top 5, and then you get to draw a card.
So you basically play this, get a 3,000 power and 3 additional cards. Like, okay. It's a 2 for 3, essentially, if you think about it, because you got a discard on play. But that's a 2 for 3, dude. And it replaces itself. That's huge.
And the card that you trash, it replaces.
Yeah.
So you just get a free card out of it.
It's an additional +1 just playing this thing all out. And you got a nice little 3K body that's easier to invest in attacks than it is like a 2K or 1K. That's super good. That's going to be played in a lot of decks. Charlotte Pudding. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Sanji or event card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. Nice little switcher. Yeah, good Sanji card. I love that they're really playing into that this is man and wife stuff. Like, ever since they've been doing the Sanji Pudding thing, it's just been more and more really showcasing that these two are almost bound to get back together. No spoilers here. I don't know what's going on, guys, with these 2 characters. Outside of what I know, I can tell you in the manga, you know that she's being held captive. Or, I'm sorry, not the manga. In the anime, she's being held captive by Blackbeard. And Sanji's doing his thing. So, but it's really nice that they keep doing these callbacks, because I feel like this is Oda extra hinting that they're eventually going to re-meet. So when Luffy meets up with Blackbeard, there's a very, very high likelihood that we'll see a reunion of these 2 characters. And super looking forward to it. All right, just Navy blocker. 6 cost 7K. Get a lot of these 6 cost 7K blockers.
Yes, they want you to play more blockers.
Yeah, well, I mean, your leaders being 6K, 7K. This is just like, all right, you need a blocker for those standard attacks, base attacks from leaders. All right, Sky Island gets some support. All right, if your leader is Sanji, draw a card. Okay,
Sanji's getting support.
Yeah, I saw the Sky Island. I was like, all right, but Sky Island's yellow.
Yep.
But all right.
And then counter, if you have 4 more events in your trash, give up to one of your leaders plus 4,000 power during this turn.
Nice. Okay, so there's your Gum Gum Giant in blue. I think they already had one too, didn't they? Like, it was based on the number of cards you had, so this is just another one that's based on.
So they had the.
No, you have
like you have to discard a card and you get +4.
Is it discard a card?
Yep.
+4? I thought it was if you had 4 cards in your hand, this thing gives you +4. Didn't it just get printed recently? Maybe. It was in blue. It was like if your hand size is 4 or less, and your character gets, or your leader gets +4,000 during this turn. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that already existed, but this is, yep. Here's another Gum Gum Giant. Characterized for blue. Sakazuki, 7 cost, 8,000 power. On play, if your leader has a Navy trait, draw 2 cards. Okay, sure. Thanks, Saki. Activate main. 1 and tap. You can discard 1 card from your hand, give up to one of your Rested Dawn to one of your leaders or characters. I guess, yeah. Sure. And make him something you can swing at later, I guess. But
it's just the on-play draw 2 cards is just insane.
Right? So late in the game, and it's not at the 10 cost where you don't want this, in the mid game where you want to be drawing your big hits and big heaters. So I'd say in tempo ways where like the where you're at and your cost and your curve, this is really good. This is really good. So if you're playing Kuzan, I would highly recommend this. No counter, but come on, guys. This thing gives you so much advantage. And so many of these +1 on card advantages coming out. Gyakimaru. Gyukimaru. I think I got it right.
I think so.
Yeah. 4 cost, 5,000 power. Animal. Here's 5,000 power. Okay. Yeah. I see the animal and I'm just like, ooh, Tony Chopper.
The 5-drop from EBO2 can play it.
That's true. That's true. I could get that with the super. Or was it the
Chopper Man?
Chopper Man. Yeah, Chopper Man can play this. If this character is active, it cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. Pretty good. When attacking, if your total number of attacking Dawn is 3 or greater, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with original cost 6 or less.
Also pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be on him, just attached to anything.
Yeah. Hey, Tony Chopper getting some support a little bit.
Yeah, because you immediately get 3 with Chopper's ability.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I like it. I don't remember Chopper and him interacting that much. I remember Zoro interacting with him.
It works in Zoro too, because Zoro needs 3 attached Dawn to use his leader.
That's true. Yep. So, I mean, that's where I think it was designed, because Zoro and him fought, so it's just kind of playing an ode back to his character. 3 cost, 0 power, wisdom, 1k counter. If your leader has a slash attribute, Zoro, and you have 6 or more rested Dawn, this character cannot be rested by an opponent's effects. Blocker.
Yep, so it's good against the
Green Mirror.
Yep.
But see, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to side deck cards. There's so many of these cards where I'm just like, you're screaming at me side deck. There's no reason for me to want to put this in the main. Green is becoming a popular color. Don't get me wrong. I'm seeing it very much so in the Asian card market. The green is becoming a very powerful color. But you're hedging your bets that this is going to be against the green deck, like to get this thing to even be valuable.
Yeah.
And like the KO effects and whatnot. It's like you're screaming at me that you're trying to set this game up for side decks. I'm calling it now. Like I feel like there's so many cards that you guys are underestimating that are clearly side deck cards that is going to move us into what I value most, the best 2 out of 3 format.
They could do it like Fab does. It's still best of 1, but you have to
sideboard. You get to know what your leader is right before it is. Yeah, that's true.
And then sideboard before the game.
That's true. Yeah, for those that don't know, Flesh and Blood has this ability for you to side deck cards and you know who you're up against right off the bat. So maybe they introduce that kind of effect. That would be really cool, actually. Yeah. Still learning the game here. What is a side deck? So side deck in Magic the Gathering and in Flesh and Blood is usually about 15 extra cards that you have the option to bring in between games. For Fab, it's before the game starts because you immediately know who you're up against based on the hero they represent. And in Magic the Gathering, after the first match, you put in cards from your side deck into your main deck so you can hedge your bets against decks that you would probably be very weak against, right? So if I was playing a Bonnie deck and I was playing green, I was playing against a Bonnie deck and I was playing green, I would want like a couple of these in my side deck. Because this is perfect for that Bonnie matchup. It's like, all right, cool. You can't rest this thing. As long as I'm playing characters, you can't rest me. And I have a guaranteed blocker. And you can't use your Bonnie effect to get rid of it. And there's other green effects that also, like, they play heavy on the rested effect. So, eventually, if we get into the side deck, whether it be pre-game actions where you get to, okay, I'm playing up against red-green Zoro, or red Zoro. I'm going to put in a bunch of low-to-the-ground blockers to make sure that early game doesn't pressure me too much. Okay, I'm playing up against the big guys, like the blue-purple Luffy. Red Rocks, yeah. I'm going to start putting in some more answers to add some pressure and then get rid of some big bodies. Like, you've got an opportunity to try and hedge your deck's value against that one, to not have to play against one particular deck, like some metas turn into, but you make every other deck viable to say, all of this is good if you have a decent sideboard. And none of the decks seem to run over them as much. So I think, I really hope that is the case, that we're going to get into side deck territory at some point. Because I really think that really adds to the skill-based, where it doesn't take away too much of the randomness, which you have to have an equal share of both. Probably a little more randomness than you need skill, but you need to have skill, because if you don't have skill, people don't care. They're just going to be like, whatever. It's just a game of chance. They're going to give up.
And One Piece doesn't have a side deck at the moment.
No, it does not have one. No. Yeah, Mama Sen, sorry. Dev says, would have to be a Flesh and Blood style in best of 1 games. Yeah, Devs, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, it would definitely, like, I think initially, but me personally, as a person who's been playing Magic the Gathering forever, been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever, I was born and raised on best 2 out of 3, because I always felt like best 2 out of 3 would create a better matchup for you to determine yourself as a player. Have I prepared for this matchup? Can I prepare for this matchup? And I'm not, my whole life isn't resigning on one bad hand. So for me, I've always, I go back and forth with a lot of my fellow players, but I'm a huge proponent of best 2 out of 3. I think it adds more skill. That's why our championship series are always going to be best 2 out of 3. It's a single elimination. I don't want people driving out 3 hours, get eliminated round 1 after 1 game, 1 bad hand, calling it a day, going home. Like, that is a bad feeling, bro. And I want to give people an opportunity to fight and to have a chance. And man, I tried my best. I got 2 games out of it. I did my best. It's still not the greatest experience, but it's a lot better than just, well, I had to mulligan, I drew crap, and I lost the game. That was my day. It already feels bad when I'm playing in regionals and these big qualifiers, and I just smoke my opponent in round 1 and, just cheeseball it because they had a bad hand. And then maybe next round I take a big loss. And it's just it's annoying, man. It's I really want my opponent to have a chance to fight back into it. Yeah. And in the best of 1, once you get the first round loss, It's near impossible to make it in the top unless you have 9 rounds of content. And you have to have so many people for 9 rounds. There's only so many times you can have... Like, we can't even hold an event that will last 9 rounds. We are capped at 32 for most cases, where we have to use alternatives websites to even host stuff. So, like, you're just... There's no win in a situation where it's like you're forced to have best of 1, 5 rounds. If your first round sucks, I'm sorry for you, brother. Get in the car, go have a good day, because you're not going to get in the top. It's just worst feeling in the world. But best 2 out of 3, I gave it my best shot. I feel better about it anyways, because it's similar in other games, but I feel like I at least got to play the game a little bit. All right, another one. Shimotsu Kozahabaru. Buru. Oh man, you guys are gonna rate me against the coals. I actually used to speak a little bit of Japanese. Shimatsuki Kozaburu. Alright, we're gonna go with that. That's my final offer. 2K counter on play. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a rested character with the original cost of 1 or less. Original cost of 1 or less? They're really hating on 1 cost.
They are.
They're really...
They are these blockers.
Good grief. Is 1 cost like the hugest issue nowadays? There's so many cards. Like, kill the 1 cost. Kill the 1 cost. Original cost? You can't even reduce it? It's gotta be original? I mean, it makes sense to the character because he didn't get much airtime. Alright, our vanilla's here. Here we go. 2K. Oh, are they doing the same thing they did last set? I love this. I love this. Making the vanillas 2Ks. This was such a great idea. This worked out really well from OP11. So, yeah, I mean, yes. Thank you. Do this. Keep doing this. This is really good. More than 2Ks? No, these are just 1Ks. 3 cost. 5 bodies. Okay. Hey, baby 5! In child mode. Okay, cool. Can you do an adult one, please? Alright. Shikamaru. Alright. I guess so little baby 5 support. Ooh, did I just... No, I just closed that Discord. Nice. Genius. Genius! Professional streamer here, everybody. Definitely know what I'm doing. Fixed. Ha! Ha ha! Ah! Hit me up in the chat now. Hot Chatan! Activate main. At least, you may rest this character and reveal up to 2 event cards in your hand. You may attach 2 Rested Dawn cards to one of your leaders or characters. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's for Rayleigh.
Yeah. Chicken Tendies in the chat. Hello, chat. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're gonna have a good stream day today. What you gaming on today? What are you playing today? I know this guy has got an awesome Discord, by the way. If you haven't gotten into his Discord, please do. It's he's got all kinds of content all the time. I love just clicking on it every once in a while, just saying, man, this thing is just popping with so much stuff going on it. Tazzy, good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you guys are getting your packages in the mail. Some of you guys should have gotten your stuff by now. Some I sent out, but if you got anything from last week, it hasn't gone in the mail yet, so please stay tuned. Anything from before then should already be out. So, Chicken Tendies, I'm off this week. Streams on a work trip. All right. Enjoying a work trip. Heck yeah. Doing the side gig. You got to keep paying the bills, brother. I hear you. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the side trip, enjoying your time out there, and get. I mean, I got to do those things all the time. I got one coming up in July where I'm at. One of my streams is going to get disrupted again. Happens like every 3 months. I got to go up on a work trip. Got to go up to DC. Disrupts my streaming. Hate it. But it's the life, guys. We got to keep the bills coming in so we can keep paying for this stuff. All right, we got a new promo here.
Yep. Sanji.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool. When opponent attacks, once per turn, you may trash 1 event card from your hand, give it to your leader up in your characters, plus 2,000 power during this battle.
So it's really good.
Okay, yeah. I mean, what was the leader that turned, like, once per turn, everything in your hand into a 2K? There's a leader that does that.
Nami?
I think it was Nami, right?
Yeah, you can trash a card to make your leader plus 2K for the turn.
For the turn?
For the turn.
That's blue, yellow, Nami, that's a turn?
Yeah. You're
I thought that was for a hand.
No, you're 7K for the turn.
That's gross. That's gross.
Yeah, that's why I built it.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't we had it once on camera? I don't think I remember anybody doing that
it was
too
me
often.
on camera, then yeah, I definitely did.
Oh God, maybe I commented on that one wrong. That's broken.
Yeah.
That's broken.
But no, it's not. You have all these like
Yeah.
9K bodies on the field.
Mm.
Going to 7 is not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Salt Lake City? Salt Lake City? Wow, that is a trip. All right, enjoying this big. I've traveled through Salt Lake several times. I saw the best, or one of the best, 4th of July celebrations going through the archways over there. So enjoying Salt Lake. Enjoy. All right. It hurt my bellow last week. Oh,
Yeah, Bello and Zoro.
yeah, yeah.
All those decks are.
Yeah, I can definitely understand why. It's like it directly counteracts the Karasu plays there.
Yeah, crossing me.
Yeah, I'll just do this. Good grief, that's so annoying. Like, I got the most busted on-play
You
abilities.
could double cross me and I'm still at 5K.
That's so gross. That's so gross. Oh, alright guys, I think we got a really fast, quick match on the first one. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go over the deck lists. Obviously, I'm going to put up the poll out here. Love these polls thing here, by the way, so thank you very much, Captain Literal, for suggesting this stuff. Our next matchup is going to be Blue-Purple Luffy versus Black-Purple Luffy. So, if I remember correctly, I hope I got this one right.
Porter's on the top side.
Porter's on the top? Okay. There we go. Getting the leaders up here. I'm going to put this out here. You're going to have 15 minutes while we go over the deck list to determine who you think is going to win between these two players. We got 2 of these matches back-to-back. So I'll showcase... What is a blue-purple? Blue-yellow... I know I got this one because I did it the other day.
Yeah.
I had it on there. Sealed... Is that it? No, that's black. No. I was just using them the other day.
Blue purple right there at the bottom.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
As I said, just using it.
can't see.
Right. So your third option, if you guys love throwing away points, Porter is going to give up his points for this matchup.
It's
here.
always possible.
There is always a chance. There's always a chance. But we're going to start off the predictions. You guys have 15 minutes. Go ahead and put in your predictions now. Let me know who you think is going to win between these two decks. We're going to go over the deck list first, and then we're going to go over the video. So, first deck here, starting off with Black Purple Luffy. You want to give me a synopsis of this?
Yeah. I mean, we can go over the 2 new cards from the Luffy deck.
Okay.
That would be the 6 cost 7K Luffy. So, like I said, it's 6 cost 7K strike. On play and when attacking, you don -2.
Perfect for this deck.
Yep. If your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 5 or more don cards on their field, pretty easy to do that in this deck. Your Straw Hat type leader base power becomes 7,000.
Of course.
Until the end of your opponent's next phase.
Right.
So, getting up there to that 7K, like everyone else.
Jeez. Of course, we got so many of these things. No counter, thank God, for this thing, because good grief, that's an overpowered
Nico
card.
Robin.
Yeah, Nico Robin, 3 cost. On play, Don -2, really good for this deck. Add up to 1 Don from your Don deck, and set it as active. Okay, so basically just get 2 active, 1 rested.
Yep.
Cool. Ramp, and a 2K counter, with my Nico Robin. Bro, come on. Give it to me all day. That's so beautiful. Yeah.
And then
I get to play Nico Robin, 2K, and it's a just awesome on-turn ramp right there with this deck. This was perfect.
And then the Sanji that's not Sanji.
Sanji that's not Sanji? The Soba Mask. If you have Sangoro or Sanji character with 7,000 base power more, give this card and your hand -5 cost. What?
Yeah, so it's a 2 cost.
That's a 2 cost. Return all of your Sangoro and Sanji characters to the owner's hand.
So it bounces your Sanjis, so you can replay them again. So like the
oh my
Sanji,
gosh, yes, that's gross. That's gross.
Or the KO Sanji.
Yep. Okay. Ugh. Jeez, this is so good. Chicken tendies, yeah. OP12 Sanji is gonna be fun. You tell me. Good grief, we're gonna see so much recursion. It's just gonna be Sanji. Psych! Sanji. Psych, psych, Sanji. Sanji. Psych, psych. You know what it reminds me of?
Yeah, but it's a 2-cost 9K body.
Okay. Yeah, dude, jeez, that's so gross. Guys. I don't know if you guys played the fighting game, but there was this fighting game out there with the Straw Hats in there. And Sanji, anytime he got matched up against a female, could do 0 damage.
Oh, yeah. He threw hearts.
Yeah, just threw hearts the whole time. And I feel like similarly with it, because if you guys have watched like the spam fights with it, where he just does 0 damage, it's adorable in canon stuff. But just this is what it reminds me of. Like if you're gonna play these Sanjis, where I'm like, not touching you, not touching you, not touching you, not touching you, just constantly flickering these Sanjis back and forth, putting up a more aggressive and aggressive board. Oh god, that's all right. Get ready for a hot Sanji summer. It's coming. It's coming. A lot of upgrades to this deck. I think this deck is going to see a lot more play than we originally thought in this meta, because blue-purple was supposed to be the reigning deck of Supreme with green-purple right behind it. I think this is giving, with this edition, these cards are really giving this leader a strong contender in this new format. So I definitely feel like that this one got exactly what it needed to really start steamrolling and becoming a competitive leader. I hope to see some more leaders do the same thing. But we'll find out. Let's talk about the blue-purple. I'm always ready for a hot Sanji summer. Heck yeah, baby. All right,
So
let's
this
go.
isn't playing any of the new Star deck cards. Just
I noticed. It's a little disappointing. I think that the Sanji we just looked at needs to be in this deck. Because you can replay the 9 cost.
Yeah. Replaying the 9 cost isn't that good as replaying the 7 cost.
No, well, think about it. You've already... say you attacked with a Sanji. Now you can return the Sanji into your hand. And then you can replay it next turn to do it again. You protect the Sanji, so you can replay the Sanji to get another big cost out there. It's just constantly putting out these bodies.
You're putting another non-counter card in your deck.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Richie's right. You know the women are going to be there for the hot Sanji summer. That's right. I need to get myself that business suit, start walking into the Lifelink games all dressed up.
But the real interesting card in here is that King and the Jinbei.
Yeah? Let's look at the Jinbei for, like, this Jinbei?
Yeah, it's just a 7 cost 9K body. 1K counter.
Yeah. It's because just there's so much benefit from this thing, but I will showcase what I'm seeing as a huge weakness here. This effect can be activated in the start of your turn. If you have 8 or more Dawn cards on the field, look at the top 5 cards on the top of your deck, reveal to 1 Straw Hat crew type characters, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck. So you get
top or bottom.
Top or bottom of your deck, sorry. In any order. So you can really stack. The top or bottom matters, because you can stack the Sanji plays. And make sure you're constantly hitting it. And being able to look at 5, it's like perfect recursion of the Sanji. And I think that's just another big body. But if you look at this, it's not doing anything really much in the early game here.
No, it's just ramping in there, really. That's all it's meant to do, is get to 8
as soon as possible. But that means they're not really threatening you in the early games.
Yeah, but it's a 6. I mean, it is 13 years. It's a 6K body leader.
Yeah, true.
And then swinging into it is also bad, because you have to commit Dawn to you.
True. 3 life leader, early game pressure, not easy. I think Zoro has been putting a lot of work because of his ability to basically give everything plus 1K. Yeah. So I mean, the allocation of the easy Dawn, I think this is exactly why Zoro is putting up so much good results over in Asia, because it really does counter these 6K leaders pretty well.
Yeah, but with this deck, you just don't attack into the Zoro, because it gives Zoro like free
resources.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's weak in the beginning game. So look, that's like turn 1, potentially even turn 2. They're not doing anything. They're just saying, "Come at me, bro."
Well, turn 2 they're ramping if they go first.
If they go first, yeah. If they have it. But that's
they have to have either Gear 2 or the Zoro-san or Zoro.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's it. But that's what, 8 cards on their deck?
Or the It's to Die For also ramps.
Oh, it does. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about this card. I haven't even seen this thing in a while. It's to Die For says main add up to 1 of your Dawn cards your Dawn deck is active. Then your opponent has a character with 6,000 power or more. Add 1 Dawn card for your Dawn deck considered as active. So it can, but you're not gonna get this. second ability if you do it early.
Yeah, but you don't care about doing it later. You just, like I said, you just ramp to get there as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
That's your goal. That's why you're playing that. You're playing the Bond plays. You're playing all these just to get to 8 as possible, so that you can set up the Sanji plays and the Kata plays.
Sure, absolutely. But it is a very top heavy deck.
Yeah.
A lot of top heavy. A lot of no counter in here too. Obviously, you got the Gum Gum Giant, which is impressive as all get out. But
It's
I don't know.
no counter into counter, so.
Yeah, that's true. I like the King here. That's cute.
And it's something.
It just. I feel like that should be the Sanji, personally. The King should be a Sanji or the Jinbei. That Sanji we just looked at.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. We'll see if it works out. We're going to find out. If you guys haven't put in your vote, please do so. I'm thinking the timing is almost over for that. So we're going to check out this matchup here. Richie, you know the one. All right, never mind. I already seen it. All right. So this is a 5-minute match. Let's go. Who do we think is going to win between Porter and Spencer? Round 1 of this. We got 2 of these, but we're going to take a break in between. So, Porter, Spencer, thank you for sticking around, giving us some extra content, and being able to check out these new leaders with the new cards. You guys can see all my Final Fantasy cards are just spread all over the place. Because this was directly after the Final Fantasy pre-release second time that we had in the studio. So I had a lot of my my cards all over the place as I was trying to sort through it.
Well, Spencer liked his hand, so.
Yeah. Porter going to go for a mulligan. Now, I will say Porter went into this saying that this is a very favorable matchup for him. We'll see if he's true. See if it's right. Chicken Tendy says, I'm a pull up in the shop and be featured in a Humble Prize team one day. I hope you do. You better. Dude, you 100% will be. You ever come to the studio, I'm going to let everybody else know. But if you ever come on by, guys, 100%. I'll feature you. I'll get you on camera. Especially if you're going to make the drive to come out and see me.
Ooh, he gets a new.
That new bounce, Sanji. Yeah. You coming all that way out there. Oh, it's 100% promise. I appreciate you. Yeah, I promise on my end, and I'm glad it's a promise on your end, bro.
Here's Porter ramping.
Yep. Man, he's hitting all the hits. But notice that Spencer really isn't doing anything for these 2 turns.
Oh. Now he should be ramping here.
Oh, Richie, we got a lot of future collabs coming up here. I really want to have Chicken Tendies out there talking about some of the TCGs and just having like a TCG podcast kind of thing where we get a bunch of creators together to just talk about the world of TCG. See what's going on? Kind of just like create this like awesome creator collab where you guys can chat with us and hear us debate about what's good. Jeez, 8K coming into life. That's an immediate take from Porter. He's passing it.
Yep, and you seen that it's Sidai ramped him.
Yep.
That means he just need one more ramp card, and it'll be on 8.
Yeah. But Porter here putting up some massive power here. We already seen the new Monkey D. Luffy here too.
6K.
This is a very interesting matchup. Like these two, right now, the powers of the industry right now. I think these decks are really putting up some great results. Now both leaders are 6K, so this balanced out that 6K power swing we had from the original Monkey D. Luffy.
Yes, but Spencer has to ramp here though.
To get the 8 Dawn and get the ability?
Yep.
But that's, yeah, for next turn. Because it's at the end of your opponent's turn, right?
At the start of your turn, before anything else happens.
Yeah. Love these decks. Spencer probably taking the most time we're ever going to see in this matchup here. 5 or 4. Here's the Bonclave to get him up to 8, just like you wanted him to. Here we go. Big swing into Zoro. That Porter not willing to defend it. Says I don't need it. I'm good. I got myself some good bodies already. And I'm meeting him card for card when it comes to ramp, that's for sure. Porter tapping 8.
Resting the Bonclave.
Or 7, excuse me. Resting the Bonclave. Now we got a quick answer. It looks like his Trafalgar Law is going to get an easy bait kill. There we go. Taking out this Bonclave. Making sure that's no longer a threat. Here comes 7K into life.
Using effect.
Yeah, going to use the effect to put his leader at a permanent 6K.
7K.
7K, sorry. That's right, 7K. God, it's so gross. Making Spencer have to send on his back foot here. But, all right, get a Sanji 2K block. Here comes another 7. Gum Gum Giant. Oh, man, it does not feel good to use that, the Gum Gum Giant this early. Especially for just a 7K swing.
He did the...
Oh, gear 2. Okay. Yep. And here comes 7 in there and decides. What happened here?
He bounced the. He played the new Sanji, and bounced the Sanji.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right. Good grief.
So that he can replay it and rest any blocker that plays.
Jeez, that's so gross. This card is insane.
Taking the gear 2.
Can I make red purple Luffy again with this now? That is so gross. Now I want to start doing some stuff with Sanji here. Alright, 10 Dawn turn for Spence. This is usually when they start spamming up those 9 costs. Let's see it. Linlin's kind of necessary here. Needs to heal up a little bit. Looks like he could put much Fogger Law.
And then putting the Luffy into life.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember if his leader ability actually... Oh, he doesn't have the Dawn, does he?
And then I guess 6k to the law.
Sure. Get the bodies off anyways.
But he can't swing into lead, he leaves a 7.
Yeah. Can you imagine being a base 6 attack and you can't swing into... Alright. Is there a hiccup in the recording? Oh. That's the next match. What happened to the recording?
You guys get cut off.
I guess I got cut off for some reason. Alright, I do apologize. I thought... I don't know what happened. Looks like we had like a faulty hiccup in the system. It just missed it out there. I do know the results of this match. I was actually live in the studio when it happened. But it's still 53 seconds, remember. Let's see. Choose the outcome.
Hey, a lot of people said Porter was give up points.
That's a lot of people said Porter's going to give up points. Don't waste. Okay. Blue-purple, or was it black-purple Luffy versus blue-purple? 48% said black-purple Luffy.
And 52 said Porter give up points.
Give up points. Okay. All right. All right. The winner of this matchup, this may surprise you, was black-purple Luffy. Won that one. Black-purple Luffy just put up way too much pressure. So Porter proving himself right in the first matchup. But will he be right 2 times in a row? For that answer, you're going to have to tune in right after these quick breaks and messages we're going to go on. But before we go, let you guys know we do have these 2 packs to give away. So if you have not hit exclamation point join yet, please do so. I'd love to give out to these awesome hits. We have 4 more videos of content, some very fast games back and forth, a really cool starter deck versus starter deck. I'm really curious, what's your new favorite starter deck? What are you going to start playing because of these new starter decks? Fill up my chat with all these things. I really appreciate you. Guys, if you're on YouTube Lab, we're watching and paying attention to see you over there as well. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying this content. And make sure that you're here every single time we go live because we're giving away free stuff. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
feet moving, your body turning to a wave. Let it go, you gotta let it go. Feel the rhythm moving through you. Oh na 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 na, oh oh oh. Sending out that loving vibe. Oh na 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 na, oh oh oh. Sending out that loving. You know you feel it, electric is in your body, babe. We come together to dance away all our inner pain. I'll meet you underneath the sky. Every summer night. Every summer night. Every summer night. Here we go, everybody move and let go. Here we go, oh oh, let's go. Here we go, everybody move and let go. Here we go, oh oh, let's go. Drinks pouring, soaring through the crowd. I love it, yeah, we love the sound. Are you ready? Everybody, summer sunset, we gon' send it. Oh na 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 na, oh oh oh. Sending out that loving vibe. Oh na 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 na, oh oh oh. Sending out that loving. You know you feel it, electric is in your body, babe. We come together to dance away all our inner pain. I'll meet you underneath the sky. Every summer night. Every summer night. Every summer night. Here we go, everybody move and let go. Here we go, oh oh, let's go. Here we go, everybody move and let go. Here we go, oh oh, let's every summer night. Here we go, everybody move and let go. Here we go, oh oh, let's go. Here we go, everybody move and let go. Here we go, oh oh, let's go.
Welcome back to Homebrew Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, with me.
Marcus.
And we're back again for our next fun match and our first of many of the Star Deck Challenge. For those who don't know, this weekend was release of all the Star Decks. We had 6 of them. Black Purple Luffy, Blackbeard. We had Red Shanks. We had Green Yellow Yamato. We had the new... shoot. I'm losing track of it. What was it? It was... We had 6 of these deck lists released. It was all the 4 Emperors, Green, Yellow, Yamato, and Bonnie. Right? It was all the 4 Emperors. Which Emperor am I missing? Shanks, Luffy, Blackbeard, and... You really not going to help me here? Just going to leave me stranded here?
It's blue.
Oh, Buggy. Yes, Buggy. Thank you. You just got to say blue now. Instantaneous no. Good to see you, Hente. Homie, appreciate you really coming back here. Hello, Pi and Guess, Yamato and Bonnie. Yes. Those, it was the 4 Emperors and Yamato and Bonnie. We had 6 new decks came out. A lot of them given a lot of basic support to make their leader a 7k base attack. It is absolutely just groundbreaking for a lot of these starter decks. A lot of people saying, they're not going to make that much of an impact. I disagree. I think anything that that gets your leader to a 7,000 base power until the next turn is ultimately going to be a very good card and something you're going to want to do. Marcus told you not to tell him. Is that what you did? You got in the chat and like, never tell him.
Yeah. Remember earlier?
Yes, I did.
I said, don't help him.
Don't help him. He'll figure it out.
Then he's not a real One Piece player if he doesn't figure it out, right?
Law and Beppo going to be crazy? Yeah, in the next set? Or are you talking about the new one for the new Law and Beppo for the new structure decks? Are you talking about... Because I know that there was a new one coming out. Are we talking about 12 or are we talking about the new starter decks? Homie, I'm curious. But yeah, we got a lot of these really cool decks we're going to showcase with you guys. Obviously, all the decks are exactly as they come. You got to play with the decks. Few players being absolutely savages and not putting sleeves on their cards. But apparently, according to what I've heard, if you don't put sleeves on the cards, they actually play better. Yeah. The new 10 cost and Bonnie, yeah. Guys, so many of these decks got these great power-ups. I can't wait to go over them with you. You're not going to see every deck today, unfortunately, because a lot of people were really just focused on a certain type of leader. And I want to know what you guys think in the chat. What leader you guys think it's going to be. I'll try to put that poll up here when we take a break in between this next upcoming match. But first, we have a nice little match and a rematch between Spencer and Porter, who are playing Black Purple Luffy and Blue Purple Luffy. So what I need to do is I need to start a prediction, shorten the timer on this thing because we're not going to have that long for deck techs. But we'll make this one 10. No, 10 minutes. Because I don't know if we're going to spend too much on this one here. But it's Blue Purple Monkey D. Luffy versus Black Purple Monkey D. Luffy. Or Porter gives up his points. We'll see. Starting the prediction now. Get that out for you guys. Let me know at home what you guys think is going to be the dominant deck for this match. Because this is a rematch time. Is Black Purple Luffy just really the truth with all those new starter deck cards? Because I know that the Blue Purple Luffy didn't have any starter deck cards. Even some that I still recommend that they do play with. Chicken Tendies, are we thinking the new Law and Beppo replaces Doflamingo? Doflamingo stays, absolutely. No, that Doflamingo is just too good. It locks down 3 things. It really stalls for a turn. I think it just adds 2. It might not be a full 4 of. Maybe it's a 3 and 3 if you want, because you can only play so many 10 cost guys. Don't want to overload with a bunch of no counters on the top end.
I see a really good sugar list that plays 4, 8,
4
12, 10 drops.
Jeez. Okay. I mean, if they can get
and they're
there.
the only characters they play.
Homie says, yeah, Dolphy and Law might be a 2 and 2. Absolutely. I can see a split between 2 and 2 if you want to keep it at the 4 for the 10 spot. You don't, I mean, they're great cards. Obviously, a lot of games, if they get there, you want to have Game Ender or something that locks it up. But you don't want to play too many of them because you can sometimes not get there. Especially if you guys are paying attention. What was that competition you were just watching?
The Japan's?
Yeah, the Japanese finals. Yeah, it was Zoro versus Zoro.
OP1 Zoro and OP12 Zoro.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're seeing a lot of red Zoro in that format. A lot of course, a green Zoro because a lot of people want to play it. It obviously is a favorite of the characters over there. He represents their culture. I mean, he's from Japan, if I remember correctly, based on the lore, right? He's Japanese. He's a samurai from Japan. Nico Robin's from Russia, and then he is Japanese, isn't he? Why are you doing this to me? You're supposed to be here to feed off from to help me correct myself.
I'm correcting you.
Is he or not? Is he not? Who's the Japanese? And the crew. Who's the actual?
You said Robin's Russian.
Yeah, she's Russian.
All right.
And then Sanji's French. You have Monkey D. Luffy, who's from South America. You have here we go. Zoro, lore accurate Japanese. Thank you. Freezes one character, a 3 less. Oh, I must have missed something over here. Law has 1k more power and gives a 2k for the round. Yeah, of course. Law needs 2 people rested on its play and 1 turn to take off to take Dolphy. That's true. And Shanks is a Shanks and represented to the Japanese being Japanese. Were Shanks considered to be Japanese, or are we talking about like the different cards? We got 2 different conversations going in back and forth. I love it. Please keep it up, guys. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on some of the new starter decks. But it's sometimes because I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know which conversation we're having.
Anti-homie saying Zora's lore accurate Japanese, and the other ones are talking about the Law and Dofi.
Oh, the Law and Dofi. Yeah. Guys, we got some great cards. We got some really good stuff to go over. Let's go. Matt Sopa says, yes, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Congratulations. You're in the running for one of these 2 EBO 2-packs. No hits from this box yet, baby. No hits. Still coming. Green Shanks and Green Dolphy over Beppo Law. Okay. All right. Green Shanks really good.
Oh, yeah.
I really like Green Shanks.
Especially the SP.
Oh, God. We pulled the SP and gave that away. That was the one SP I was chasing myself. There are going to be times on here where I'm going to be so happy, sincerely happy for the people who get these cards, but at the same time going, oh, God, I was really chasing that card. Maybe someday I'll get it. Shanks killing these rested bodies is also goaded. Right? Any rested body. Any rested body. So it's just a great play after
that
opponent does pick.
rested body.
That's true. It's true. Meaty. All right, guys. Let's get into the deck list between these 2. You've already saw it right before the break, but we'll do it again.
So we saw that 6-cost Luffy.
Yeah, we did. This thing is just an absolute menace from the starter deck here.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
It showed why it was actually really good, especially in this deck. I feel like it can be played in multiple decks.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not going to be. Hopefully, it won't be locked to just this one, just its effect. But
I think that because this one rewards itself off to -2 Dawn more than the other ones, it'll more prevalently be played. Because the other ones, it's not so much as a net negative, or like it exchanges itself.
In green purple, you have the Sanjis and Puddings to get back your Dawn when you minus them.
That's true. That's true. So you have the other decks. You do have ways of getting these things back after the cost. But dude, 7k power for your leader, that's just so gross.
It is.
And I love that it says base power. It's like it overturns anything that needs to reference base power, as if a leader would have to have that like set. And of course we got this awesome new Nico Robin. Nico Robin fans, yay in the chat. Let's go. What's up?
I said we didn't see it that game.
Mm-hmm. No, we
wish
didn't.
We maybe saw it. Seen a little action of it.
I think we're probably going to need to see it, because if we saw it, Spencer did nothing in the beginning.
Yeah.
Nothing. Braindead just ran over him because he gave him like 2 or 3 turns to set up that
Also,
amazing
Spencer
horse
didn't go
there.
first. That also hurt him.
That's true. That's true. The die roll did kind of affect him a little bit that way. Yes, a new Nico Robin. I love it. This art is absolutely beautiful. It's a 2K and it just ramps in this deck. It is just easy ramp power. Awesome 4K body. It does everything you want it to. Sits in the hand as a 2K for a late draw, and it sits in, comes out early game and just ramps your deck, which is what you want to do. Buying this because a giant for the Nico? Yeah, seriously. He says, Porter, you sold me on the channel points. I picked that you were going to give points away. Yeah, you lost a bunch of points on that one. Sorry, Porter, you didn't give that up there. Little pound cake in the house. Good to see you. New leader also looks nice. Oh, great, right? I don't know if they have that displayed here. Let's see. Edit deck. Let's see if we got a...
They should have it, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, they do. It's right there.
Right here? Oh, yeah. Look at this new art. This is absolutely gorgeous. Might update my little banners. Might do. Looks pretty good. I really enjoy this. The new alts for these starter decks are just insane.
Oh, yeah.
Love the way that they look. They won't be near as expensive, but that's okay because the other ones are collector items. These are just for amazing playstyles. I mean, I really do. This alt is insane. There's no reason why. I know exactly why this is so expensive because this is just.
I don't know. I think the other one looks better. The normal art.
The normal art?
Yeah.
All right. It shows them in his true form that they're trying to show off his.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
It does. It actually kind of gives me like that Garp kind of feel to me. You know what I mean? That's his heritage right there with the Garp. Love it. But yeah, this is the new star deck here. Of course, we're going to probably see a lot of like bouncing here because it's new. Soba Mask is absolutely insane. Being able to be a 2-cost in the late game, bouncing up your Sanjis, have amazing on
You have
plays.
to return all your Sanjis.
I mean, in reality, you're playing a bunch of Monkey D. Luffy's on the opposite side, so this is really the Wings of the Captain support with, of course, you can't not include Nico Robin, but it's Sanji, it's Zoro, it's Monkey D. Luffy. Guys, this is the Straw Hats at its strongest right here.
Except for Law.
I mean, he was a temporary Straw Hat for a little bit.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. When he was over at the island, he was
It was an alliance. That
Yeah,
wasn't
it was an alliance.
a part of.
You remember when Luffy demanded that he move those people?
Yeah,
He
and
responded.
you know how upset Law was about that.
Because he had to admit and concede the fact that he was part of the crew now.
No.
Yep.
No. He
Yep.
was like, "Don't ever
Deep down-
order me to do that again."
Yep. And then he does it again. I'll do it again. Monkey, he works for Monkey D. Luffy. Let's just say it. He's part of the Straw Hat crew, whether he wants to believe it or not. Love that emote. Yeah. So what else do we have here? I mean, this Sanji's gonna be rebouncing other Sanjis. This one that has it on play for popping characters. You got the on play that we saw this in the last game. Amazing on play here. Being able to -1 Dawn and rest the character. It's one or more too, so it works as leader. You just keep ramping back out, and then get your leader up to these amazing 7K power swings. This deck is so incredibly powerful, and I'm like, hats off to Porter for seeing the line and saying that this is where he wants to go in this new meta, especially with everybody saying blue purple Luffy was where it's at. And speaking of blue purple Luffy, Captain Literal's in the chat says, I'm nearly certain that the first 2 arcs, Law working with them, has Law as him trying to process how the Straw Hats do things. Yeah.
Yeah, because Straw Hats do things different than actual other pirates.
Yeah. And eventually he learns that they're the right way. And there's no spoilers here, guys. I'm going to be making this stuff up here, so don't. In constant shock, absolutely, but shock that ends up appealing to him, because if there's anything that Monkey Luffy, he has the power to attract good people around him and attract them into his crew. So, not a spoiler, not saying anything, but he's pretty much going to join the Straw Hat crew in the end, guys. I'm telling you. I have no idea. This is all speculation. Let's just face it. He's going to join the Straw Hat crew.
No.
Him and Beppo.
No, because there's only going to be 10 crew members.
But he's going to join them in the last fight as part of the crew kind of thing. Like, in the last little end battle, Trafalgar Law is going to show up in some epic, and he's, impel down type of, awesome break. And it's just going to be insane. He's like, I'm here to help you with Beppo. And we're going to wonder what happened to Penguins and the rest of them. Captain Little, it was supposed to be at least 10 crew members. At least, that's true. It's true. At least. Verbiage is important, everyone. Pay attention. And if there's anybody that's really
That's
good at
English
work,
translation, though. That's not exactly Japanese. We don't know is Japanese translation versus English, or it's getting mixed up.
I think we'll be surprised when it's more than 10. Because this man is already brought entire swamps of not swamps, but soirees, or a bunch of new crew members to his crew as underlings, as part of his what do they call it, the fleet, his own fleet. So maybe he just becomes a fleet member. Maybe he becomes like a member of the Straw Hat Heart Pirate fleet member. He's gonna be a crew member. I'm telling you. Traffy's there all the way. Alrighty, guys, this is the blue-purple Luffy deck here. Notice there's not a lot of early game plays. I disagree with this as a deck constructor, but I can't argue with results. This deck has been putting up a lot of great results over in Asia, and I think already been putting up some decent results in some fun games over here in America. I've got to see this thing in reality quite a bit from our new players. They're trying to make this thing work. It's fantastic. What does it do? It drops 9k bodies like their life depends on it. So basically wants to ramp up as fast as possible, because as soon as it gets up to 8k Dawn, or 8 or more Dawn, it uses those Dawn to be able to start their turn by stacking the deck in their favor. It can either bottom them or just, take one card and stack the deck the way you want to, so you can get right into your Sanji plays. Sanji able to bring out some amazing cards like Big Mom or Charlotte Linlin, which allows you to heal, which is kind of necessary in this 3-life leader. And then you have the abilities with the Rush Monkey D. Luffy that's been out always in all the purple decks, seems to be a staple. Especially since it says 1 or more, can work in all the purple decks.
Yep.
Gain that Rush and work pretty well. Also coming out with this amazing Charlotte Katakuri.
Every
This
purple deck needs to play this card.
seriously, this it works good on its own, and in this deck it's just even more busted.
Yeah.
Because it excuse me. Can
Especially if you're
restand
playing
Linden?
if you're playing the 9-drop Linlin,
Yeah.
you should play the category.
Yes, because it's going to restand both.
Yeah.
It's gross,
And it's gonna ramp you back up.
right? Ramp you back up. It's a blocker that can attack, and it restands itself, can restand Charlotte Lindland. It's... Guys, this card is just insane. We saw how impressive this was in the pre-release. Like, the people that got this...
Yeah, I got, what, 7th place? And this was a card that, if I saw, I
Oh,
win.
you win. Yeah.
The only game I lost was because this card was the last card in my life.
That's such a shame. Sorry. Man, that's such a shame. Guys, this card is so incredibly powerful. It's got to be one of the more powerful Katakuri cards I've seen in such a long time. Captain says I would run him in Robin decks, but he doesn't have the trigger, and I get bricked in triggers enough as it is. Yeah, fair. Excuse me, sorry about that. But to be honest with you, I'd still run it. I get where your logic is. It's just too powerful not to. It stands on itself. You don't need to search it. Yes, it doesn't have a trigger. I get it. Dude, this card stands on itself. It is such a great 8-drop. Having that 8k power, which is so more prevalent today, with all these new cards getting your leader up to 7k for the swings, having a free block for that, absolutely devastating. And exactly what you need in a deck like this with 3 life and something that really doesn't have a whole lot of early game interaction.
Oh yeah, I saw top 8 in the video I was watching.
Yeah.
The Japan. It was the Green Zoro versus Blue Purple Luffy.
Yep.
And the cat came down and it stalled out the game for so long that he dropped like 9-drop Charlie Linlin.
Yep.
And he
But
was
he couldn't
swinging
win
with both of them and unstanding them. But I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good and very impressive. So we're going to find out who do you guys think in the chat. The poll is out there. Let me know who you guys are going to think is going to win this. Is Spencer going to fall 0-2? Or Porter go to 2-0? Or are we going to go 1-1 on this matchup between these two titans of the industry? Spencer and Porter, two great casters. I really appreciate their time and giving us some free matches here. Something we need more and more as we move into these short tournaments of best of one. Just need more and more of this content. And I love that they're willing to play with these new decks that a lot of people might not be able to see yet. Not on tabletop and paper anyways. Obviously the Sims had it out forever. So you guys are playing the Sim. Good on you. Get the practice in.
Build me a nice queen deck on the Sim.
Oh yeah. How's it been doing?
It's been doing okay. I can't lie. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Spencer gonna get choice, gets to go on the play this time. Because this is the second match for these guys. Not liking his hand, gonna push it away. Porter this time does like his hand. We're seeing a complete reverse out of this. 4-3 life. 6k power. Looking pretty good. Chicken Tennies is locked in. Glad to hear it. Captain Little says, I play on Sim, but prefer practice physical if possible. I feel the variance is different in the Sim than the physical.
Yes.
It always will be. The Sim has got a programmatic randomizer. So you are going to ultimately always have more of a random deck in the Sim than you will physically. And that's not to say cheating or whatever. That's just how it is. And I'm a proponent for practice how you play, right? I prefer in person. I prefer in paper. Because I need to get those muscle memory and mental memories locked in for major competitions. Like, there's one thing that you'll notice a lot of people do and make mistakes when they play on Arena, which is the Magic app for there. If you play in Arena, you forget your triggers because you get too lazy because the system does all the triggers for you. And it's one of those things where it's like, you got to play paper because you're going to forget those triggers. And when you let the computer do too much for you, you get lazy.
I feel like the randomizer on that one is just so horrible, though.
It can be, absolutely, because it is more random than anything. It's insane the way that randomizer works.
All right, so
Yeah.
6k swing.
Braindead says, you say major competitions like you actually compete. Well, I do. I was actually in the RCQ, or the National Worlds
So this
competition,
Sora,
and I was just in the RCQ for the Magic the Gathering.
Here comes
to
the
Isora.
Robin that we've seen. Is this the AK swing?
Here comes 8. Yep, looks like it's going to be immediate
Ooh,
take.
trigger.
And a trigger to get a free ramp from Spencer.
Oh,
Nice.
That feels so good for Spencer.
Right? Gets him exactly where he needs to be, on curve with the ramp. Gets a ramp twice. And what ultimately was just one full turn.
So he just needs to find another ramp piece here, and then he'll be at 8.
Yep. No one like you. I get it. But there's actually quite a few people even in the chat that care about that. 8, 6 Dawn turn. We're going to see what he does.
Second gear, it looks like.
Yeah, it's going to attack up some big swings here. First coming out. Here comes 7 with a ramp. Porter going to take. 3 to 2. Here comes another 7. Leaving 3 open. What do you want to say this is, Nico? Maybe? Maybe?
No. Second gear. Like
Second gear. Here we go. Here we go. Ramping out again. This is going to put him exactly where he needs to be. 8 Dawn turn. Perfect. For Spencer's going to be able to set up his draw in the upkeep here.
Yep, that means he's going to 10, and then it's all about hitting the Sanji and countering out. Good.
Yeah. Captain Little says, those magic cards are distracting me. I've been checking my mailbox every day hoping to see my package from Lifelink. I want to see if I pull the Ishtila. Oh, nice. The Tifa, I hope you do. Lightning, of course. Final Fantasy 14 poster. You got a poster? The suspense is killing me. I didn't... Was there a poster? I don't remember the post. I remember the posters we got outside. I want those things desperately. Those display posters are gorgeous.
9K swing?
Oh, it looks like he's loading up.
Ooh, 8K?
Yeah, a new Monkey Luffy already
Zoro.
putting in some work. All right, Zoro
But
no
that's
longer.
so good for the...
For Spencer?
If,
Because of the pseudo blocker here. Gonna see him start his turn. Look at the top 5. Add a card to his hand and restack it. We'll see if he keeps it
This
on
is
top
TK.
or bottom. He's
Which
set up
is-
for a good Sanji play.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what's about to happen. He's going to draw Sanji and then put a Lin on top.
Catherine says there are full art cards that are the posters from Final Fantasy 14. Oh, yeah, I've seen those things. They're gorgeous. They're a card for each expansion major patch. Yes, those cards are absolutely... They're awesome and limited, too. You guys saw me draft a couple of those. Or pull a couple of those and sealed. Absolutely gorgeous arts.
But remember, with this Blue Purple Luffy, you have to do his effect before you do
Anything
anything else.
Because if you don't get it. Absolutely. So here we're doing the Sanji. Big Mom heal.
And this should be a 6K into 7K.
7K. Not going to use it for the... all right. Get rid of the Robin. All right. Good call.
Trashing the Linlin, though. So that means he won't have another heal. It looks like he has another one in hand, though.
Yeah. Looks like he's full up on these top-end cards, which is fine. Like, this is exactly what this card does so well. Porter already having to deal with 2 9-cost bodies. We'll see what he does with his turn. Tapping it all. Here comes his own rush. He's like, 9 cost? How about Rusher, Luffy? Let's see what you got. Here comes the Monkey Luffy swing. Activating the ability to -2 Dawn to give his leader 7K power.
Easy 2K out.
Yep. Gets it. He already had added it to his hand from the
Lever effect.
leader effect here. Here we go. 8K.
And then
That one's a take. Another, I guess. Just
Yeah.
because. I mean, it's like, what is it in his hand? Is
I mean, you can pitch it for...
the 0 cost?
Yeah.
That's true.
See, he's not supposed to move his Dawn off of his leader yet.
Okay. Because it's the first thing you do.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, for sequencing, also, don't let those hands touch either. If you guys ever play in competitive games, don't ever let those hands touch. It can be considered cheating. And you can get called really quickly. I like to, keep the hand over here, set it, look at my hand over here, reset it, look back. Never let those two get too close. I don't think you guys are cheating, but I just want to don't risk it. Don't risk it. It looks like he's going to add Gum Gum and restack up his deck the way he wants to, or we're going to see another 9-cost Sanji turn. Go for some extra big bodies here. Really showcasing what this blue purple does best. First, coming in for a big swing. Here comes 7 to 7. 1K from Porter.
9 to 7.
Big Mom. Saves it. Here comes Sanji. Porter tried to save it for as long as he could. All right, here comes Katakuri. Nice. Keeping that Big Mom untouchable and putting out a beautiful blocker here. And leaving one open for that Gum Gum Giant we saw him add to his hand. Captain Earl says, see, I do that to avoid cheating allegations, but so I don't accidentally confuse which cards in my hand and which in your deck. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Not to mention, I've seen people actually get a complete game loss because they admittedly forgot which one was which. They got so distorted and tracked in there. So I don't blame you. It works both ways, guys. Here,
11K.
11K in Asanji.
That should be an easy just second year
Yeah,
if he has it.
if he has it. But that means he's not using the gum gun for the turn, right?
It does.
If he does, he need it though. I mean, he's at 10 dawn, no 9 dawn here. So
But it could be another rush Luffy.
if it's a rush Luffy, he's at 1 life, and he can find a way, and he has a blocker to defend himself if necessary. Spencer's so bored of this match, he's already looking up the results from the sports match that he was following today. Porter,
Also, you're not supposed to have your phone.
that's yeah. This is a fun match, by the way. These guys are just playing for fun. All right, Spencer making midnight plans with his wifey. Hopping on Discord mid match. He's hopping out there, sending out the DM saying, "Hey guys,
He's,
put the emotes in the chat for me to play Gum Gum Giant." All right, so he's blocking out of it, playing Gum Gum Giant. Not exactly sure why.
Because he has, I think it's 8 down on him. On the Luffy. So it's like 13K attack.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to give him 12 and 14. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it looks like he was just trying to save his Katakuri. I didn't notice how much Dawn he put on it. That's a lot of Dawn.
Yep.
All right, going to get the Sanji blocker, which he can play for cheaper.
No, you can't.
Oh, no, he's going to be a perfect 10, isn't he? Yep, never mind. Well, if he pays a reduction, all he has to do is reduce 1, and he's got it.
The only thing that reduces anything is a Big Mom, which is 9.
And that's not going to be enough to play both. No, Robin. No, he doesn't play the Robin. What else does he do in his deck that menaces?
Nothing.
Huh.
Because you can't minus more than to go below 8.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to have 2 less, you just have to have less.
You have to have 2 or more less.
Is it 2 or more less? Okay, alright.
You can look it up.
No, I don't trust you. That's why you're here. Alright, here comes the Big Mom.
But now, if he Gundam Gatling or Giant, he will not have enough to use leader effect next turn.
Ah, fair. Just gotta be really careful with that. Alright, here comes some big swings. Porter having to take them all. Jeez, back to back. 2 to no life. Spencer in the driver's seat now. Katakuri gonna reset at the end step.
The Katakuri effect gets him one back. Never mind, he has enough.
Yeah.
That's why Katakuri is so good.
It's so good. You got a Dawn back on top. It's so dumb. This card's so incredibly good. If I have access to counter Gum Gum Giant in hand, sometimes it's just Gum Gum for the card draw. I don't blame you. Richie D. Luffy with a purple emote. I mean, which purple you rooting for, Richie? All right, 10,000 attack coming in. Imagine to life here. Katakuri just going to say goodbye. All right, here comes the 10 cost Luffy. Porter saying this is it. Thinks he can do it. That's a big risk here because he can't. He's got no Dawn left to be able to attack with the...
No, you will.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He gets the 2 back. So he's going to at least have 1
And
swing.
then effect. So
Can go 6 and a 6.
Which is just a 1K, and then
Yeah.
he loses.
Yeah. Honestly, if I was Spencer, I'd do the exact same thing. Counter out of it. Just get it out of the way because you know the next turn he's going to come back, get himself up to about, what, 5 Dawn? And...
6.
Yeah, 6 Dawn, but still 5 to play with. You got a 10 and a 12. That's 2 of his life hits. And then Porter on the back foot in order for these big mountain swings coming his way. We'll see if he can put up some blockers. He does have the Dawn to put up some good plays.
Did Spencer just put his trash on the bottom of his deck?
I think he did. Why?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay, so we were getting told by Chris we had to get packed up. So he was trying to speed things up here. This was getting to lights out. We had to get going. So he was trying to speed things up here. All right, Sanji blocker out. Has a blocker, no life. 3 big swings, 10 Dawn for Spencer. What's he going to do? I recommend playing a Monkey D. Ooh, Monkey Luffy! Just as I call it out, the blue one coming into action. Midnight, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate it. 12 months. Woo! 11 months straight. Congratulations. Nice. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
So he has 8899.
Yeah. Porter, let's see what you got for defense. He's got one open. So here comes a Gum Gum Giant. Keep the training going. Thank you so much, everybody. All right. Blocking onto this attack still has lead effect, 2 open dawn, and 2 9K swings left here. Looks 3 9K swings. I stand mistaken. Here comes blocker Sanji. Here's the first 9K. 1 and nothing. All bricked up. Is Porter not able to defend the aggression? Congratulations. It's now 1-1. Which one will take home the championship? Nobody, because we had to leave. We had to close up the store. So the match will remain forever. 1 versus 1. Yeah, really good matchup, though, here. Blue-purple still showcasing it has some great power in this matchup. Porter showcasing strength in Game 1. Spencer in Game 2. These decks are going to be the titans of this new format, guys.
Yeah, I think it's just either blue-purple goes first and wins, or goes second and loses.
I think the die roll is going to be very, very determinant on these upcoming games. So I can definitely see where you're coming from there. Okay. Oh, God. I thought that said 27 minutes. It's 7 minutes? That makes a lot of sense. Hey, Tempestrain says, anyone worried that, is it black purple or blue purple? You got to be specific. I use the U for the blue. Luffy will make the meta boring. Looking over this Japanese OP11 meta reports. Blue purple, thank you. It looks like it did make it in the meta over if you're reading things correctly. So, yes, you are reading things correctly. It was very dominant. And I don't think it's going to be dominant in ours because of the starter decks. Yep. And because we've seen the weaknesses from this, and you've seen already a lot of people who responded late meta with those Zoro fast decks and those like starter deck 21 decks. Those decks actually were putting in some good work in the late game when people started figuring out what exactly the weakness of that deck was. So, yeah, if we were first to experience it, just like Asia was, I would say, yeah, absolutely. We're in a miserable experience for a while because we're going to wait for people to come up with ideas to try to expose the weaknesses. But we're actually in a great seat where we got to see how Asia actually corrected the playstyles and found out ways to beat the deck. Because it is going to be very dominant.
It might be a deck building thing.
Yeah, could be a deck building thing. Yeah.
If you read it.
All right, here we go. Brenda says, it's not a die roll thing, it was a hand quality thing. I had counter in hand, it would have won.
Sounds like a deck building issue.
Maybe. Hey, Joe, welcome back to the chat. I'm going to try Buggy out. Please do. Please do. Guys, you could try so many different leaders right now in this format. All you really have to do is look at your local meta, figure out what the most is, what the deck is being played the most, and build your deck to expose the weaknesses. Every deck has weaknesses. I promise you. As we've been going through this channel, we've been doing this stuff for a long time. Every single time we introduce these new decks, I will look at it, you'll analyze it, all my other casters will analyze it, we'll look at it back and forth, and we're saying, listen, this is a really fantastic deck, it does this very well, but it does this badly. Like, the green-purple, it bricks hard. The blue-purple, it bricks hard, and it has no early game interaction. If you can exploit those two things, you can win some games, but you have to be able to exploit those when you're playing that matchup. I think most leaders, obviously, we're going to subtract the ones that are just terrible, like the yellow Yamato, base yellow Yamato, that's it. There's some bad leaders out there. But
I don't know. I mean, going up to 6K now seems pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what yellow Yamato does.
That's, well, the new green yellow Yamato. But the yellow Yamato, I'm talking about the yellow Yamato.
I'm talking about yellow Yamato. It becomes a 6K leader.
Yeah. It doesn't add enough power in the color power pie that it's in. Like, I would put more emphasis on an L or something like that if I was going to play just base yellow. Or even play Nico Robin and have some more fun with the yellow purple. Because you're going to have more options. But, yeah, every deck, and you'll learn this as you start watching this content, if you start playing it, because I'm completely new to this game, scouting out the field to learn the new game. Absolutely, I'm glad to have you. This is exactly the right channel to be in, because we love new players. We get new players into it. We love to give free product out there. That's what that exclamation point join above my head is doing. It's telling you to type that in the chat so I can give these free packs away. And any of the contents for this community box are going to one of you guys in the chat every single time we go live and stream. And this helps you, one, get the product you need, and two, get the information you need about all these new decks and the new strategies. Because right now, we're shooting pretty straight. with the better ideas with what counters what seems to be the answer, and giving you guys that good coverage that says, listen, if this is your meta, this is how you curtail your deck to it. All right. You want to read the chat while I get myself into the board here. Need to reset up with the new matchup here.
The more players
Came from Lorcana.
addicted to our city little cardboard game, the better.
Yeah.
That's true. And I came from Lorcana, and unfortunately, its meta lacked a lot of harmony.
Yeah, I'm actually with you. I played a little bit of Lorcana. I did not get into it after the first couple of sets. It really wasn't a game that was driving me into wanting to play it. I am a huge proponent of play the TCG you guys like. If you guys love it, I'll support you. If I can put some channel stuff out there and make some videos for it, I'm all about it. I'll love to do it because I love TCGs and I love people that love their hobby. But I'm with you. I just could not get into it. It was too linear. It seemed like every single time we would get into a new set, there would be 2 color combinations that would be dominant, and it was just luck of whoever you got matched up against. It didn't have enough variance to me, and it also felt like a lot of the decks were just too settled. There wasn't a lot of like freedom of building your own stuff. Now, again, I only played for 2 seasons, so I'm not the expert on this one. I'm going from my personal experience. I play a lot of TCGs. You guys know me on this channel. I play a lot. This one did not pull me in. I've seen some really pull me into. The art cards were amazing. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I loved it. I got one of the masterpieces. What are those cards you call it? I got the Mickey, the green Mickey from the first set. One of those. What are they called? Like the sorcery or something like that. Beautiful, beautiful art. Enchanted. That's right. Enchanted foils. I got one of those for my collection. Gonna sell that for a long time. Super happy about that. Also got a lot of that first expansion sets and stuff like that. Sat on it because I like. If you haven't noticed, I also collect a lot of sealed product.
Yep.
Because I'm the kind of guy that believes the sealed product will actually have more value than open product. Back in the day, because when it comes to singles, the markets always go up and down. It's crazy. But for me, I'm all in for hanging on to sealed product and seeing where it goes, and maybe at someday retiring off from my collection and my Dragon Horde of stuff. So, good to have you in the chat, though. Thank you very much for being here. Guys, we have the new starter deck championship right now coming up. We have 3 rounds. Everybody got to pick their own starter. They were not able to use the pack to enhance their deck. They were just got a nice little pack that comes with it. $15, very reasonable price for this deck. Very reasonable. Respect out there to Bondi for making an affordable deck, especially when dropping 6 and not making it incredibly expensive for you not to be able to afford each one. But you have 6 new decks. You have the 4 Emperors, Monkey D. Luffy, Shanks, Blackbeard and Teach, and Buggy. Accompanied with Bonnie and Green Yellow Yamato, a favorite from the very, very way back. Guys, all of these deck choices, you can choose one, and you can play with those. Most of these players, savages. No sleeves on their cards. It's disgusting me. I'm already looking at it right now on the screen, and it's just going, ugh, put some sleeves on it, man! But we had some great turnout between a lot of players. I'm curious, in the chat, which one do you think was the fan favorite in our local meta for all the starter decks that we could play with? I'm really curious of what you guys thinking right now. Because I'm not going to showcase... I need to get the board set up here for the poll before I do a showcase, but I'm really curious what you guys think between the decks. Oh, I gotta choose the outcome. Gotta reward those points, baby. We're gonna get a new prediction up here between the next 2 decks. This one is gonna be a tough choice, guys. Gonna be a tough choice between these 2. I mean, my money's on this, right? We'll give you guys 10 minutes on this one. Keeping products sealed is for cowards. That's fine with me. You guys can have that opinion.
Yeah.
Captain Little says, I mean, there is a precedent for it. Just look at some of the early Magic sets. Captain is exactly where I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I grew up in that era. I had the opportunity to keep a beta box sealed. Had the opportunity. I didn't know anything when I was a kid. I was a kid. I didn't know any better. I opened that thing up because I had to get the cards. And then I lost the cards, so some kid just stole my cards. Who knows? Someone could have stolen my sealed collection or sealed box. Maybe. Maybe. They could have got it in my house. But if I'd have kept that box sealed, just at the age I'm at now, I could afford a house for what those things are selling for. You get to hear a fossil. All the compliments coming from Braindead today. Dude, you must be having a very cheerful day.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to be having the best day of his life. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Braindead. So cheerful. Guys, we got our first matchup coming into it. It's going to be Green Yellow Yamato versus...
That is a Green Yellow Yamato?
Green Yellow Yamato, baby! We got a Green Yellow Yamato off. And what's great about this is we only have to show one deck list. Because it's only one deck. All the cards are going to be absolutely identical for each one of the people. Let's get into the deck list. Let's check out what this thing brought to the table. And what got a nice little reprint that was kind of necessary. All right, so first off, like screaming at me right now, this is new. This is 100% new. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The SR kind of gave it away too.
Yeah, and the fact that it says third deck 28.
Yeah, right. It does. There's a lot of things that just light bulb off and say this is a new card. Not to mention I haven't seen this art in a while. This is great. Your turn, this character gains plus 3,000 power.
So
Okay, 5,000 because you got to put 2 down underneath it.
Which is leader effect.
Yep. And the late game. Yep. On play, look at 5 cards in the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 land of woman, a type character or card, excuse me, with a cost 2 or more, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So, Searcher and a 5k swing. You got yourself a body. This
and
is
a 1k counter too.
Yeah. This is exactly what I want in my Searchers. I love this. It's great. It requires 1 less Dawn than your normal Searcher for a swing. Obviously on the defensive, not very high. But a 1 less Dawn investment to get a free swing so far as you're attacking a leader with 5k power. Yamato wins. Spoil it. Oh, gosh. Why did you spoil it, Hey Joe? How could you determine that Yamato would win this match? It doesn't make any sense. I'm probably going to go with Yamato. Captain Literal, you guys are spoiling it. God, how do they know?
No, he said I'm probably going to get a Yamato starter deck.
Oh, he's probably going to get one? Probably going to get... Oh, okay. My bad. Tried to run with a dumb joke. Great job with that one, Hey Joe.
No scare.
This is another new one coming out here for Star Deck 28. Your turn. If you have 2 or less life cards, your leader gains plus 1,000 power. All right.
So it's
That's
6k
just
on your turn.
On your turn for 6k. Activate main. Once per turn, you may return 2 total of your currently given Dawn cards to your cost area rested. This character gains Rush and plus 1,000 power during this turn. So it combos really well with this deck.
Yep, so the 2 that you gave to something with leader effect, you just take those off, and now he gains Rush and plus 1,000 power. And you can keep doing it, because it doesn't matter if you play.
Yeah.
So every turn you can keep giving plus 1,000 power.
That's so good. Scoffrick, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Let's see. This one looks new. Is this new art? Is this new?
Yeah,
No, this is new. This is new. Dawn times 2. This character gains Blocker. On play, your turn, land a Wano type character gains Banish. So this just replaced the Onami. That's right. And it's searchable in Land of Wano. So they saw the effect. They saw it getting played so much that the cards are going. It's like, let's give you a searchable.
Yeah, but Nami is better because it as a trigger to KO at 5 cost.
Okay. Oh, that's true. Another one from Star Deck 28. 3 cost 3,000. On play, if your leader is Land of the Wano type and your opponent has 3 or more life cards, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with base cost 5 or less. That's solid.
Base cost though.
Base cost.
Yeah. Can't use any cost reduction.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it's going to hit anything that tries to get out of its reduction area. This is why I liked the Lucky Brew. That base really matters sometimes because there's so much manipulation going on. Scoffer says, I am live at the moment, but wanted to show support and grab your shirt. You're not getting my shirt, Scoffrick. But you're live. Welcome to Scoffrick Army. Good to see you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you for joining me live. I hope I didn't say anything too embarrassing in your stream. But Scoffrick Army, I hope you guys are having a great fab day and enjoying his amazing commentary on Flesh and Blood. Guy's a great creator. Cannot wait to start doing some collabs with them, and hope to see you guys in those feature streams. Oh shit, I think some of you guys are in ad break. All right, I'm sorry. We'll wait for that conversation, I guess, until after the ad break. Unless my computer's lying to me again, and maybe you're not. I can't tell. I have this display sometimes on the tablet to see if you guys are in ad break, and it tells me you're in an ad. Half the time I don't see an ad. Like I don't know what it's talking about. All right, here we go. Captain List says only the poor people are at the ad break.
That's true. Only people who didn't subscribe is in ad break.
Jose
Or doesn't have
Parkway.
ad blocker.
Yeah, Jose in the chat in YouTube land says, "What is legal for this tournament?" So, for this specific tournament, any starter deck from the 6 that got released, the championship that you're referring to, it all depends on the day that they're playing. So, if the set is legal, it's your basic constructed. So, all sets that are currently legal are legal. But for this specific event, which counts towards the points towards the championship series, so that's what's important here, not the actual format of it, but the points matter. So every single person who's playing today is playing with a starter deck. So anything with those 6 new releases, you got to choose a deck and play with those cards and see which deck was going to be the best. Right now, and this is what is technically round 2 because we had some recording issues with the Magic the Gathering release event, but we missed round 1. We got 3 more rounds for you guys. This first matchup here, we have that one guy and Greg going head to head with their green-yellow Yamato. So both of them really loving the Yamato deck here. W. Scoffrick, not all of us. I hear you, Richie. I hear you. All right, so we got another new 2K counter. Oh my gosh.
That's old.
Huh? That's an old one? Oh, it started at 13. Oh, I haven't seen that much too often.
I guess it's bad.
All right. We know this is old. This is old. This is old. This is old. Those aren't what I'm looking at. I'm looking down here for the set symbols here.
They're all old.
Yeah, I do like the reprint for Kikinojo. This is a must-have reprint because this card is absolutely gorgeous in a lot of yellow decks. Land of Warna, absolutely. But I mean, when you're going to be playing a lot of these new decks that are 6 base power leaders, and your opponent has 3 or less life, which is what they basically start with, is 3 or less life. This is a free card from life, guys, and a 6,000 attacker. And on KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life, add 1 card to the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, guys. You get a free body that's 6K that matches up against 6Ks, and you get a life gain if they decide that they want to do some board cleanup and make that a regrettable decision. Very, very strong yellow card. If you're playing any yellow deck, especially in this new meta, this is a highly recommend you put this in your deck, guys. So good, so very good. Looks like that's about it outside of this beautiful art. Let's take a look at this.
Oh yeah.
Love this art. If you guys haven't seen this leader before, basically you're going to see a lot of big swings. Double attack means it takes 2 life. If your opponent has 1 life left and this connects, it only hits for 1. You still have to hit your opponent afterwards at 0 in order to get 0 to the end game. So the double attack does deal 2 damage. But if your opponent has 1 life, the double damage doesn't really matter. You're going to take the last hit, but you still have to hit them at 0. So that's one of the rules in the game that most people don't understand, especially new players. Hopefully you get the way that this works. So if you remember what Marcus was saying earlier about the 2 Dawn thing, activate main once per turn. If your opponent has 3 or less life cards, give up to 2 Rested Dawn cards to one of your characters.
You mean like blue, purple, Luffy?
Yeah. Right?
So
Right off the bat.
instantly?
Instantly get that ability. Which is absolutely pretty busted. When you're giving some Rested Dawn to some of your key cards, really good. Really good. I think I understand why people went with this deck choice. There were quite a few people that went with this deck choice. It's very fast. This is a best of 1 format. You want to go fast. You want to win fast. You don't want to give your opponent too much time because some of these other decks had some very powerful top end cards that got released. And this one just does what Yamato's always done best. Go fast.
Oh yeah.
Get underneath it. Swing big. Get your opponent to 0 as quick as possible. Prevent them from getting a 10 on turn. It has been a fan favorite for a very long time. I know, Hey Joe's been playing this leader regardless and gets an opportunity to play this leader versus starter deck. So, I know it. I'm pretty sure Hey Joe was there. He was. So, if I'm not mistaken, Hey Joe, you were on this deck as well. But with that, we are going to get into our next match. I need a couple of monos real quick. If you want to cast this real quick.
Alright. So Greg gets to go first. No searcher. That one guy has his searcher, so that's good.
Oh, nice.
Let's see what he grabs.
Yeah.
Whew. Clear this out.
I still don't know what he grabbed.
I think this was after we had to do some
So-
tape reassertion here. Richard D says, I mean, it's not Bonnie Mirror matchup at least, right? Right? So fair. All right, so his search. Oh, we got the new.
Yeah,
or
the
not
one
new,
that
but-
kills 5.
yeah, yeah.
Oof.
Big swing here coming from Greg. Here comes 8, asking for 2. Let's see if he defends it. Doesn't. Gonna have to take 2. At 1K. Sorry.
Making
That one
sure-
guy already on his back foot.
Making sure your opponent can't play those triggers that say if your opponent's at 3 or less life.
Yeah, right. Probably imagine we're gonna see another big swing coming from that one guy. To be honest with you, a lot of these decks just like to load at the dawn and come in with a
Ooh.
swing. Just a base 5. Okay. Real easy for Greg to counter out of it. Does Inuyasha. Here comes 4. Keegan Nojo. Okay. Good play still. Good 6,000 attacker. And again, can heal if he decides to go board. Going to use that ability to take the rest of dawn and get a 5k swing coming from Yamato. Does get a life. Passes back.
He shouldn't, though.
Why?
Because his opponent wasn't at 3 or less life.
Was it required for that?
Yeah, for Yamato's effect.
Oh, that's right. Yes. No, that one guy. We already got a play mistake. It's all right. This is a brand new deck for a lot of people.
Greg is
Jeez,
just-
Greg just going all out with 10k swing here. Let's see what he does with it. That one guy being forced to use all of his counter to stop this. Here comes... Oh, that's
Oh.
4 cards out of his hand. 5 cards out of his hand. Good. 6 cards out of his hand. That's almost his entire hand.
Yeah, that's
It's a bit extreme.
Greg might be having the advantage here.
All right, Yamato. Back with that one guy. See if he can put up an offensive. Correa's just in the driving seat at this moment right now. Like, he's got very limited options here. He had to drop his entire hand just to survive that 10k swing. I wonder if Greg was just doing this all day. It's like, I don't need any of the rest of the cards in my deck. I just swing Yamato.
I mean, when your deck doesn't have that many blockers, just
That's true. That's true.
here comes the blocker, though.
All right, Iso. I'm going to use ability to get 2 underneath it. Turn it into a blocker, right?
Yep.
Here comes a loaded up Yamato with what looks like the rest, and we got 2 2Ks out of hand. And another one. Jeez, a lot of cards out of hand here. Here comes Kiko. It's going to hit for 1. And a Kiko out of life. Gets a Kiko for a Kiku. Does not have the Dawn left to make for a Yamato swing, but okay. Board's looking pretty similar. But at least now he has some kind of offensive to start putting pressure on this blocker. Captain Little says, it's funny, for a moment I forgot that he was someone named that one guy and thought you were being coy in a prediction labeling. It's actually what he wants to go by. Anyone who goes on camera, I'll give you your gamer tag, whatever you want to go by. And he wanted to use that one guy.
AK. He takes it.
He's been in a championship or two, but one of them, they just dipped out. And when we told him he was in, it was so funny. He's like, am I in? And we're like, yes, you are. And then he left. And it was like, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Then The Momonosuke effect.
Okay.
8K, and there goes a block.
All right. That one guy down to 0 life here. Back to his turn. We're not even at 10 dawn here, guys. Not even at 10 dawn. And we're seeing already some massive swings on both sides. Great board state for Greg. Decent board state for that one guy. We'll see what he can muster up this turn. He definitely on the back foot. Needs to get some blockers out. He's already had to use one. I think there's only 4 in the deck, right?
Yeah.
Gotta hope he can get another one out. Really, what he needs to do, he needs to connect with Yamato.
He has to win here.
And then, yeah. And this is a do or die turn for that one guy.
Unless he can clear board and play a blocker.
But if that one guy can connect with Yamato and get either of these 2 hits between Kikinojo and, I forgot his name. What is it?
Daiku?
He's got like 3 names.
I don't know, he's mathing.
Well, he's trying to figure out what Greg has in hand, and he needs, like, desperately, ultimately, he needs the Yamato to connect to really have a favorite in this matchup. Yamato loaded up with quite a bit. He is going to take both.
Oh.
Gets a body out of life. It had no counter, so it's not a big cost here to get that. But now, what did you give Greg that he can counter out of these attacks? Where's he taking? Okay, he's taking 2 Dawn, 3 Dawn, so he's going to try and get 3 7K swings, it looks like. I'm doing the math correctly. He's going to try 3 7s and see if he can get through. Nope, that's just a 5. Gets a 1K. Here comes 6. Throws his hand out with no counter. That one guy wins it!
Good 1K counter.
Yeah! That Greg just pointing out, it's like the way that he strategized that one, well done. Greg's strategy of just throwing the Dawn at the face, not going to do it. That one guy going to come back. Congratulations.
That one guy did misplay.
Yes, he did. He did misplay. One of those attacks should not have gone through. One of those things, and I think maybe Greg might have been pointing that out there and just realized it. Because I don't think Greg's played Green Yellow Yamato that often. He's a big Red Purple Luffy fan here. Is also played up in the Marshall D. Teach decks. Saw him 2 times with a Red Purple Luffy for the manga tournaments we've held here. So now I'm wondering who was shocked by Green Yellow Yamato taking this one down. Anybody out there? Anybody out there really shocked? I want to put out the results and see how many people voted for Green Yellow Yamato.
You mean for Greg over?
Yes, because I did it right. Oh, 70%. You guys are taking the bait. These are... You're losing so many channel points.
Yeah, until Spencer actually comes out and actually hugs people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're losing so many channel points on these stupid shots at my casters. Oh, man. Spencer hug. I mean, appreciate it. Do I get to click to see who it was? Total votes 1. Do I get to see?
No, I don't think so. Summary, probably.
Summary? Captain, I rolled 39 Royale. Hey, Joe! Hey, Joe Bennett! Hey, congrats! Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Tempestone. Appreciate it. Oh man, self-enrichment point investment. I guess. I mean, just the Spencer hug. What is this? All right, the option is that one guy who got the least amount voted for him at 7%, but Richie D. Luffy and Braindead Porter taking home some points. Congratulations, guys. 70% for Spencer hug. Oh my god. I'm not going to stop the BS thing in the third one. It's going to be a running gag.
So the percentage is based off of how much
is donated into it. Yes. Yeah. So one person, it wasn't based on how many people voted, but they voted the most amount of points. So they lost the most amount of points on that bet.
But the other people won the most because of them being the least.
I will say, there will be a moment when that third option is the reality. I won't tell you when, but I will let you know that right now it's going to be a running gag for the longest time. Whatever I can come up with off the top of my head for something that fits in that tiny little space, because you guys don't know, I'm actually, like, how many characters? It was to let me, like, 20 characters?
20,
yeah, it was not much.
25, something like that.
So I have, like, a small character limit till I can make these jokes, but those will keep coming. For now, I don't think I would use them. I don't think I would bet on that. Appreciate you donating 70% worth of the points.
I mean, Hadrian
for the
was there,
Spencer
though.
He
so
was. But
maybe he knew something we didn't.
there was no hugging there. I was in the studio with these guys. I was there. I was watching these guys, looking over them, breathing over their backs, giving them massages. That was all true. That was all true. Yep. Gotta make sure they feel comfortable. Guys, if you're in my studio, I gotta make sure you're feeling comfortable. Gotta look after you. You know, real life, 2,000 points. Appreciate you guys. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We got 2 matches left for the day. These ones could be some quick ones, could be some long ones. I don't know. Next one's going to be up. Porter back at the table here. Try and guess what his leader is. I'm going to take a quick break and start a prediction of what leader you guys think Porter put out there. Porter, don't vote. Don't vote. Don't ruin this.
I mean, you can vote.
No. Because I think they can see it. If I can see it, they could probably see it.
No, they can't.
They can't?
No. They can see what people vote for, like the percentage.
But can they see,
No.
like, who did it?
No.
What deck did Porter play? Shanks. Bonnie, his absolute favorite, by the way. He loves Bonnie. Just kidding.
Black, purple.
Black, purple, Luffy, which you've already seen on camera. Glad I didn't finish that one. All right, guys. Gonna give you out there. I'm gonna put this up here. I want to know, what deck do you think Porter played on this before we come back? Start the prediction now. Put in your points. We'll be right back, guys. And welcome back to Humber Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, with me.
Marcus.
And we are back. Multipass, good to see you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. We're back for the last 2 rounds of this Starter Deck Challenge. This got coupled up along with the Championship Series, so I did not title this thing. It still counts towards the points. The players that are in the Championship are going to get points equal to their ranking and situation that they have here. We're going to show you the leaderboard after the end of this, because this is going to be our finals for today. These are the last 2 matches back-to-back. Porter, who's going to be on the camera, with the one person who I'm just going to assume on the summary he voted for himself. Or did someone take his advice? Let's see. Bonnie was from Chicken Tendies.
0%.
Yeah, it was Brandon Porter voted for himself for 10 points. But we had a significant from Little Pound Cake playing Buggy. Interesting. Okay. But sorry. It was not Buggy. It was Marshall D. Teach. Interesting. I'd love to hear, if Porter's still in the chat, why he chose this one out of all the decks. But great job from Porter for guessing that he the deck that he did to play. And spoiling it in the chat, but then trying to play the 2 for the double with you. On that, but yes, congratulations that to Porter for voting for your own deck. Good job. But yes, that is we're going to be seeing Blackbeard here at 39 Royale. Good to see you again. Thank you. We're going to have him go up against another green yellow Yamato. So we're going to take another look at some of the new cards that come in the green yellow Yamato, and we're also going to see some of the new cards that come out in Blackbeard and showcase that, because I got to tell you guys, I was trying to allude to it and tell you guys that one of the most popular decks, Green Yellow Yamato, was it. A lot of people just trying to come out, and I think what we saw in the last game was just it. Come out swinging. You know, best of 1 format, you wouldn't want to have the hardest hitters, the ones that hit the fastest, the ones that can end the games the quickest, and not allow the opponent to really just kind of like build up their board state. And Yamato presented, honestly, the best option there. If you wanted to slow your game down, Bonnie was your best option. I think Shanks had some great rush and had some great capability to it. Not a lot of people picked it up, which I was a little surprised by. I think there was at least one Shanks player in that whole format there, but Marshall D. Teach was in there. I'd hate those points to go to waste. Okay. Redeemed in real life ban? What?
Word ban.
Word ban? What ban?
You can't say that word.
In real life?
Yeah.
I wasn't lying?
No.
Redeemed in real
Yes.
life word ban.
That word you can't say in real life.
In real life.
Yes, the word underneath of that. This word.
Yellow?
There you go.
Can't say yellow.
Yeah, the word that you said. They banned that word from you.
Do they really?
Yeah. Can't use that word.
Okay, apparently not. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, Green Yellow Yamato is one of the decks that we get to see, and we're going to be seeing a little bit more here in this next matchup between Porter and who was it? Who was the other person on this camera? Did we pull it up yet? No, not yet. I remember the matchup because I did the Patty. All right. Oh, there's something I got to do actually for this one. All right. Total darkness. No, I meant to go studio mode first. Sorry. I gotta fix something real quick here. Let's see. Where'd it go?
You have to fix.
Right here. Go. Sorry, I'm gonna fix this up real quick here. Why is this doing it like that?
I don't know. You know it was fine beforehand, right?
No, it wasn't.
It still said heavy.
No, what's it say? Look at it.
You put T's?
Well, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'll take the blame for it. It's okay.
It's your
Yeah.
studio, right?
It is my studio. It is my studio. I'll take the blame for that. Had to fix that. He's not even following the instructions. My hand-earned points are all going to waste. So you paid that to ban that word from the... Is that what that is? Is that... You can ban... Interesting.
Yeah, apparently you have that set up.
Oh, all right. I did activate quite a few new things for you guys because a lot of people are like, what do we do with these points? I think honestly, you should probably hang on to some of these points, guys, because not only are we going to be giving out really cool emotes when Twitch approves some of the new emotes we're going out, and one of them I got to have built right now, rigged, is going to be on the docket. I really want to get that one set up here for you guys, so you could just put the exclamation point join, the rigged emotes, and just have fun with those. But also, when we start doing collabs and I start going live with some of the other content creators, there's probably going to be a chance where we're going to have too many people in the chat, and I'm going to have to be like channel points only so I can see your chats. Because if the thing's moving like some of the top streamers like Asmon or something like that, guys, I'd love to answer all of you guys' responses. I'd love to be able to talk to you, but I've looked at a lot of like the big streamers, and when you can see that chat just flowing, I'm like, I don't know how anybody can keep track of what comment to look into. Yeah, they read like one every once in a while, right?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I guess. I will keep doing that forever. But I think like if you save on those points, you can use those points to highlight. And if I do see it highlighted, I will make sure that I take effort to read those things. So there is that option where you can highlight your text. He's banning that word now too? Yeah. Why? That was another word ban. What? But how do you know which one I'm using? Because I'm going to talk to you guys who won the match, and I didn't say that. But according to you, I said that. Right? How do you know which one I'm using? It's in the context here. So, to make me squirm. You keep this up. They're going to do this to us when we're going to be, when you're going to come in live to next Thursday, by the way. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. So, which of these two players will win the match? Kind of. All right, we're gonna try and
You will come out victorious.
Yeah, and I love that they do this because it's that little mind trick when they tell you can't say the certain word, then you just end up saying the word because it's all you're thinking about because it's like this one thing I can't say, so I just got to think of two all the time, two, and just keep that. I have a very diverse lexicon. Okay. This is getting a little interesting. Like, how am I going to keep track of this thing? Because how long do these bans last for, anyways?
I'm not sure.
Interesting. What's the name of the card game again? Oh, cute. OP. We're in OP. Stardex, what is it? 23 through 28 right now. So it's OP, TCG. Rest of your life, streamer. Can you imagine? Like, people put those up for the band and you can't say those words the rest of your life? I go crazy. It stands for the most famous and amazing manga that is the bestseller right now. And I 100% think you guys should look into this OPTCG and look at the actual lore behind it, because it is all about the two-piece banana. No, it's not that. It's something reduced by a fraction of something. So let's get in the deck list. Let's check out these things. I tried actively not to after this. What's the name of the manga? OP. Overpowered, baby. Naruto. Naruto is really good. I like Naruto, guys. I thought it was really good. Guys, let's check out the deck list of this one. Alright, we got green Yamato. Oh man, I fucked up. Captain Literal with that nasty ban. Alright, how do I reward him points because I screwed that one up?
You said it again.
Huh?
You could just not keep saying it.
Ayo, Grand Drake Tum. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Hit exclamation point join if you want to be entered into this opportunity to get 1 or 2 free packs from EBO2. You're now banning me from being able to say, or he's replying, oh homie. Okay, I thought he was banning me for that. I was like, you can't ban me from being able to say someone's username. That bio, not a lot of green in this deck. Are you sure that's a pure green deck? It is a very green Yamato deck with that beautiful color and all of its amazing trigger happy capabilities.
Yes, it's using that trigger happy
ability, and that's very specified for this green You can't say it either.
I didn't say it.
All right, don't you be saying it either. I'm not the only one under these restrictions. There's two colors. One's kind of picked up the star deck. All right, congrats, man. This is a really good deck. We got some really good additions that have come in this deck here.
Oh yeah.
We got this amazing new 1-cost Yamato here that we talked about last time. This one makes it in the late game. You got yourself a nice little searcher in the beginning and a great attacker by attaching just 2 Dawn, which is a little bit different than most 1 Dawn searchers. You usually comes with a 2k base power, so it requires usually 3 Dawn to make this thing a nice little 5. But this one only costs 2, and combo's very good with this one because if your leader says if your opponent's at 3 or less life, you get to take 2 Rested Dawn and attach it to any character of your choosing. So you can use leader ability to make this a 5k swing. Is Stream dying for anyone else? Is it dying?
What do you mean?
Everything seems to be working okay. It's an offshoot of 2 color combinations. Okay, we're back. Good. The 2 color combinations that no one's willing to help me out with because I know there's a 2 color combination that makes this.
What 2 colors make that color?
And just in case someone wants to get me on typing here.
There you go.
Is it orange and green?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Orange and green?
Yes.
It's right in between orange and green.
It's a greenish orange.
Yeah, greenish orange.
It's a primary color?
Is it a primary color? That's good. Forgot where my deck lists are. Oh, it's over here. Trying to play this like mind game in my head while trying to avoid these things. So we have also this Kazuki Mononosuke, really nice card here, SR 6 cost here. Your turn, if you have 2 or less life cards, your leader gains 1,000 power. Once per turn, you may return 2 total of your currently given Dawn cards, which is comboing with the leader ability. Costs and rests this character. This character gains rush and plus 1k. I still can't say that either, can I?
It power increases for the turn.
Yeah, power increases for the turn. What do I give you guys every time I fail? Were you in Naruto? I finished Naruto. Naruto was if you're talking about Boruto, like I'm still trying to get caught up in the new series of Boruto.
I'm not trying to watch Boruto.
Post. Well, post, man. All the way finished. Manga, the anime. I'm all the way through Naruto.
Naruto, the last movie?
Oh, then the movies. Yep. I'm trying to get caught up right now what's happening in Boruto. I'm like 70 episodes in Shippuden. Oh, nice. Oh, pre-Shippuden? Oh, there's epic moments where the story just gets absolutely backbreakingly good, and then there's some points where you're just kind of slow rolling it, waiting for the season to get in there, and then it rolls right back into some epic back and forth here. All the Devouring Whale is dope. Oh, yeah. That was a good section of it. I like that. Devouring Whale, though, isn't it? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep. If you want to see something new. Yeah. Alrighty, so this is the Kazuki. Hey, I actually get around that word. I get around that word. I didn't use it completely. I used only part of it. Wow. I think, honestly, the most devastating one has got to be from Captain Literal. Shonen Exam goes crazy, but yeah, it gets pretty slow until Shippuden. To be honest, skip the filler. I'd skip the filler, guys. I tried to see where that would fit and what it would make sense to the rest of the story and tried desperately. But it's just character development for some characters that I kind of already get through other stories.
Yeah, but Tintin.
The Chunin Exam was fun. No, and Tintin was fun.
Yeah, yeah. She has less screen time than the Queen.
That's true. All right, guys. Captain Literal. I owe him like 10,000 points for this. He's got me on that one word. I didn't realize how much I said it all the time.
Well, stop saying it.
I didn't realize I was saying it.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, Blackbeard. The most devastating band of all times. Apparently, that's... Now you owe me points? But... How many points I owe you? I don't... Is also now banned? Are you talking about the K that I just called out from that attack before? Because I did. I mean, how do I pay out points? How do I pay out points? Is there a way to do that?
Yeah.
I haven't done payout points here. Got polls. I don't know how to pay out points, guys. I got a clip button. That's neat. We're learning together. I owe blood. I'll go to the blood bank. How's that for you? I don't know how to do it. We'll have to look out later how to get you guys points for that. Especially Captain Literal. I'm pretty sure I owe like a good 4,000 points because he hit me with the worst word. Predictions? Start prediction.
I don't think that's how you...
I don't see an option for me to pay out points here. I mean, I can come up with an easy thing that everybody can access.
Try clicking on their name.
Oh yeah, let me start clicking it.
Those are the tags. Nope. That's modding.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Deserves at least that much. I'm trying to click to see if there's any way I can give him points. Looks like all he can do is ban him. I don't want to block him. Messages. Okay, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. You deserve a bunch of points, both of you. I have been granted power. I feel like I can feel the pull of my sanity. You 100% earned that right. He spent points for me not to say it, but I kind of deserve to pay him back because I did screw up. Like I didn't even put like what happens if I screw up.
10 push-ups. 10 push-ups.
We'll work on that.
Down and give me 10.
We're gonna be here all night. No, it's not a bad idea. We need to come up with a punishment. All right. I need to come up with some kind of punishment. The entertainment is enough. I guess we'll go from there. Marshall D. Teach. I almost said it again, Captain. Marshall D. Teach is our leader for this one for Porter. All black leader here. Your on play effects are negated, so it means all on play for this leader, and it has an ability to discard a card from the hand to basically take all on plays from your opponents away. Is now live. Okay. What did my stream just reset?
I don't know. Yes.
More money into the 4 MVP prize pool. Why? What? All right. Interesting. It just reset.
Yeah, 8 minutes ago.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. How's the YouTube looking? Is that... It's paused. Yeah, it's caught up. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's caught up. Alright, YouTube seems to be fine. Interesting. Professional streamer here, guys. Professional streamer. You guys love hearing about that, right? Yeah, this is the leader that knocks out all of the on-plays on itself and its opponent. Let's look at some of the new cards here. Activate main, you may rest this character to KO up to a character with cost 3 or less. Add up to a black card from your trash to your hand. Not bad. Not bad. Being able to get back those Jesus purchases is insane. Very good card here. I think this one's definitely going to make it into the actual deck itself.
Nah, they wouldn't play this. They'll play the other thing. They were to play one, it'll be what's his name? Jack.
Mm,
Jack is just better.
right? Jack's not bad. We got Sun One Wolf. And actually one with an actual effect in here. I like it. So if your leader has a Blackbeard pirate type, this character gains blocker and a cost for every 4 cards in your trash.
Yep. So
Trash a card from your hand. Okay. And that's great. I love this because it locks it into the deck. Basically, when making that trash card, it forces you to play it in Marshall D. Teach because then, obviously, it doesn't actually have them on play. So if you try to use this and use this in something else, it's a pseudo way to, like, leader lock this card. I like it.
I mean, the first effect already lead block.
Yeah. But the other play is just like, don't use it at all, which almost seems aggressive to make that the case. This one, blocker. Play up to a Blackbeard type character card with a cost of 5 or less from your trash rested.
Real good.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 or less. That's Jesus purchase all day.
Or the other Kuzan.
True. Activate main, you may trash this character. If your leader has Blackbeard type, give up to a of your opponent's characters minus
Cost.
a cost during this turn. Draw a card. On KO, draw a card. I like those. I liked it for Sanji too.
Yeah.
It's great replacement effect here.
Make it so that you don't want to swing into it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's you got to load up so much to make this attack effective here.
But no, it's just a cost reducer.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. So you can just keep doing it over and over every turn.
Yeah.
All right. You may rest a of your full lead cards if
The
your
stage.
leader has leader has Blackbeard Pirates type character. This gains plus 4,000 power during a turn. Draw a card on KO. A lot of these on KO effects.
Yeah.
Like this. And that one can actually swing in with some decent power in it. I don't know. Do you think this will make it in the deck?
I don't know.
Love the art, though. That is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Like, first time we've seen that together. Like, sometimes just getting there. Sand One
I think
Wolf.
that's everything.
Star Deck 27.
Okay, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these are old from LP9. And it comes with Jesus Burgess. Well, there you go. Nice little reprint. I did feel like this was the easiest deck to build from OP09, to be honest with you. All the cards seem really super easy to get after just like 1 or 2 boxes. So rest age and he gets bigger. Yeah, essentially. Yeah. That is the deck list. Now let's get into the match. Porter versus Patty. Oh, we need to get the pull out there. We're going to make this one a little bit closer, of course. Yellow Yamato versus... Oh, I just said it again. I don't even know why I have to talk out loud.
Only a card for Blackbeard was from outside of 09.
Let's go. I'm only going to give you 2 minutes for this one. Because we're about to get into the match, and I don't want to waste any more time. I don't want to give too much away. It's already kind of a short match, too. Only a card for Blackbeard was outside of 09. Only a card? That's not true. That one wasn't. That one wasn't. That one wasn't. I've been saying it over and over again.
I think he means like an actual deck list.
Laboon? Oh, okay.
It's the only card they actually play that's outside of 09.
Thanks, Little Pound Cake. Appreciate you checking up on YouTube. Make sure it looks good. My mistake, too. Ah, okay. All right, here we go. Patty versus Porter. Heads up, we got the vote out there. Who do you think is going to take this one down? Right now, Porter is a commanding lead in the MVP spot. Really leading ahead.
Actually, Porter's 3 because it's the one I bid $1 million berries.
Yep, that's true.
They also play that.
Some did run finger pistol, yeah. All right, stage gonna drop the Burgess. That one's gonna be easy recovery with this deck. Gonna add a card to his hand. Pass back the turn. Good start for Porter here. Patty, how much you guys want to bet? 3. What's this gonna be? 2 Dawn turns, so can't do much on this turn. Maybe
Searcher.
put out a Searcher if he has it. Pass it back the turn. Porter gonna go for the draw. Adding 2 Dawn. Tapping a Dawn. And tap another one to do the search. Ha! Tapping. You know what? It actually is hard. That is, like, all right, I will give credit to Porter on that one. That one is actually very, very difficult.
Variable.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Hey, Variable, good to see you. Watching some Star Deck madness, Variable. Though some Blackbeards didn't run finger pistol, yeah. I know, it's annoying because there's so many different things you have to do math quantity in here.
Maybe set a 5-minute timer for it.
Right?
For each word.
A timeout for what? Like I don't talk? I just like we just watch in silence?
No, a 5-minute timer for the ban word. You can
Oh,
only
yeah,
pronounce
yeah, for 5 minutes, yeah. There's got to be some kind of punishment we can add to it, too. Something that makes sense that I can easily perform that's not going to distract the stream forever. I got to start my drive home. I'll check out the VOD and make sure you don't break any of the rules. Thanks, Captain. Be safe, please. Thanks for joining us. We'll see if you win something at the end of the stream. 9K swing. Porter going to take both. Pass back.
He picked up a Jesus burger from Life.
Yeah.
Will he
It's going to
play?
be... I don't think this early. I think...
Yeah, it's fine playing it early.
It'll sit there. I mean, it's nice to get it out, but I don't think he's going to do anything with it for a couple turns. Burgess really doesn't start swinging until it gets up to like 7, 8K base attack. You really want to protect it. Don't make it easy for them to swing into and have to force the defense here. A lot of Blackbeard players just like to play it late game. Especially after they've had ability to use full lead a couple times, use the leader ability a couple times. Haven't seen a lot of activations from Porter here.
That's because Yamato doesn't play too many on plays.
Yeah. Alright, tapping 8 on. Searching. Grabs a card.
I believe it was Shiryu.
Nice. Good ad. 3 done left. Let's see what he plays. Nope, just a 5K swing. Asking for a simple one. Patty just going to take this opportunity to get a life. Gets Kikanojo out. Exactly when you want to on trigger. Great trigger for Patty here. Burgess the follow-up here for Porter. He did have 4 dom left. When did I say it?
I don't know. No one plays though.
Leader ability has been activated. Oh, I said it for the defensive. There's too many uses of that word. I said it in the defense. And this game specifically, it is just absolutely insane how many times you have to use it.
Use what?
The word.
What word?
The word at the title of the game.
I don't understand what word you're talking
You're not gonna like force it out of me through like that error. You can get it out of me just trying to do some basic narration.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. You know what word? That's the first word in the title of this TCG. First word in the title of this manga. It's the first number in existence and not 0. I don't know if that one's actually... Can I would love to know if I can Spanish my way out of it. Should we make up a rule of whether I can Spanish my way out of it? Can I use multilingo? Be like, Ichi! Ichi! 7K. Gets blocked out of. We're just going to go by Ichi 1K. Oh, I still said it. I tried to say around it, and I still said it. Ichi-K. Ichi-K. But it sounds weird when you say it that way. I hope all of you are voting on Porter coming for blood. Because at this point, he's coming for blood. Ichi-sen? Oh, is that how it said? Thanks, Porter. Ichi-sen. Here's a plus 4K on that new ability. Just Sen? Okay. That makes sense. You're all learning some Japanese here, right? Takes a hit. Gonna do another search. Porter just constantly getting some value out of the searcher. Patty just not respecting this. But of course, Patty's deck does need to put the pressure on the leader, so it makes sense that a lot of these attacks are just going to life. The whole strategy with Yamato is get your leader down before it gets to the big top. Luckily, he doesn't have to worry about the 10 drop. 10 drops coming out back to back, because I'm pretty sure if this came with a 10 drops, this deck would be OP in this format. Alright, counters out. We'll see if he's willing to attack with Jesus Burgess or wait just one more turn. I'd imagine waiting one more turn would not be too bad of a choice here. Kuzan. Alright, getting to play the new Kuzan. Set up for a great turn next turn. Are we going to pressure? He is. 7K. Asking for 2. Patty just going to accept it. Gets another body out of life. There's so many triggers.
That one can attack active characters, though.
Yeah.
So you can attack that blocker Kuzan.
We'll see if he does it. Might be a good line for Patty here. He's in line to use the Yamato ability to get those 2 rested Dawn, but needs to play something because you cannot take Dawn that were attached. Those are not considered rested Dawn. So we'll see if he has a play. Eight Dawn. 3 solid attacks from the characters, 1 from leader. Really wants leader to connect, so he needs to get this blocker out of the way. He wants this math to line up right. Does it?
It did.
Hopefully we should be back. Not sure what's going on. Oh. Looks like...
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. I'm seeing my stream ended.
Oh,
And we're back. What's going on? I gotta restart my computer after this. I did it just yesterday to make sure that this thing was good to go. Maybe too many windows open? What do you think?
Not sure.
Yeah. Get better internet? We'll see if we can try. We got the fastest internet I think we can in this area.
You get that fiber internet?
Yeah, what we can get from Comcast anyway, so we got the fastest we can get. Alright, back to the stream. Oh, gosh, dang it. I said the other word I can't say. What a weird word that I didn't realize I said too often.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why he went for that attack. Patty trying to play a little more defensively, I guess. Trying to play some cleanup. He has at 1 life and does have an opportunity to put up a blocker, so if he does clean up... Looks like we get 2 cards. The pound cake kind of trying to get me to the classic. I appreciate that one. That's a classic. That one brings me back. Kiko got the 2. Let's see if Patty keeps his aggression going. Probably wants to save 2 for a blocker since he's going board.
Well, he has leader effect for that.
True. Here comes Kiku. This one's just going to connect. Smart move by Porter not to use a blocker. Obviously has to save it for the big swing from Yamato here. Here comes 6. Hope Patty plays Dragon. That'd be hilarious.
1K. Oh, and block and let it go.
Okay.
That's
Kind of a tell he doesn't have much for counter. But he does get another Burgess back, so he's going to be on the offensive next turn. Counting his trash right now to find out how much or what the power level of these Burgesses. Looks like they're both still at 2K plus. So 7Ks. Patty loading up a blocker. Looks like he might do it twice. Yep. 2 blockers. Good call from Patty. Did have the defensive play for this turn. Let's see if he can wall up long enough to stall out Porter long enough, or can Porter punch through. A lot of these cards don't care about Blackbeard's ability. Thankfully, Porter recognized that. I haven't seen him sacrifice anything but 1 turn for the discard, right?
Yeah. The only one play I think is the Searcher.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Gets a full lead search, gets a discard for that. Immediately pumps both of them up by 3K. 8K bodies. It's a 3 cost a hand. Porter now has to deal with 2 of these blockers. Hopefully he can get some quick answers out of it and punch in if he's going to punch in for lethally here. Not a lot of rushers in this deck. Not even with the starter deck.
I think it's just swinging with the Burgess to get the blockers up the way.
But then how do you... He's got to defend himself too.
No, he'll win. His opponent has 1 life left.
He swings... So he swings the 2 Burgesses. He gets rid of the 2 blockers. He's still got thing. Hey, thank you so much, Cashflow. You haven't hit exclamation point join yet. If you want to get entered into the opportunity to win one of these 2 EBO 2 packs that we have out here. At the end of the stream, that right after our next match, we'll be giving these things away to anyone who chats. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it, Cashflow. All right, so here came a removal for it. All right. Blackbeard getting rid of one of the blockers. Now only has to deal with 1 more. But working with a significant amount less Dawn here. Basically needs to bait the block and get 2 of these attacks to actually get through to Patty. So right now Porter's just doing the math in his head, seeing what exactly he has to line up. He's not going to be able to load up this Lafayette for an attack. Could go 7,
I think it's
8,
7,
8,
yeah.
which would be the best math while trying to climb the ladder.
Or you could just kill the Nekomushi.
Could go board, but then, I mean, you don't want to go Kiku. 'Cause that's putting you behind.
I said the Nekomushi.
Yeah. It's just, he doesn't have a lot of wall power in here to try to defend, put up a defensive shield. So I really feel Porter's just stuck against the wall here with just 7K, 8K, 8K swing. Lafayette going to get a search, hopefully get another 2K. It's going to cost him a Dawn.
Ooh, he's seen the blocker but doesn't have enough Dawn.
To play it. Yep. That hurts. That hurts. Doesn't look like he went for a 2K though. So it is looking like he's going to have to be defensive. Here
he
comes
has to go
6. Yep. 6 probably going to Neko. Gets a counter out. See where he goes next.
I think it's fine for killing one of the Kikinojos.
Yeah.
You can kill the Nekomushi and then one of the Kikinojos.
8 into Neko. Does Patty save the cat twice? Yes, he does. And 1 more.
And then this should get the blocker.
Yep. All right, back to Patty at 10 Dawn. 4 solid attackers, 2 life. No blockers. Connects with Yamato. Could put him at 0 and make for some easy attacks. Can he get the math right? What would you do for math?
I wouldn't even care about the double attack at this point.
Really?
Yeah. My best bet would divide.
You get the double attack off. You get both those hit points, and
Yeah,
it's
but
the
they're
easier.
still going to his life or his hand, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
So you think separating the math into just 4 attacks is you're basically perceiving themselves as a single life hit.
Yeah. Yeah, there goes 7. Asking for 2.
All right, gets a hit. Patty, thinking this one through.
Should try 7 again.
I'd go 8 at this point. He's got 10 Dawn. Now 9, but he's got so much to work with here.
Yeah, but you want to try to get as many cards out of his hand right now.
Yeah, true.
And 7 just gets 2.
Yeah, here comes 7.
From
Quarter gives 2 and 1.
Now these last 2 have to hit,
Yep.
so we need to know how many cards are in Porter's hands, but we can't see that. So
Yeah. Porter looks like he's got probably got about 4 cards in hand right now, maybe 3. Counting out 7 Dawn left here. Double 9K swing. Go.
Yeah.
Double 9 and pray. Will be the route that I would take in this one. See if Patty smells something different. Looking at 3. Where's it going? Attaching it to...
Should go to the Kikinojo.
9 and 9 seems like the safest bet for me, but... Patty real nervous, because if this doesn't connect, he's just forfeiting the turn and forfeiting the game, essentially.
Oh yeah.
Border just going to easily take this game back in his favor. Likely out of blockers, doesn't have much left. Already used 2 of them, there's 4 in the deck. Patty's just in the tank, trying to figure out how he's going to do this math. Only with 2 cards, what it looks like in hand. 3 cards. There is no more turn for Patty here. Patty has to figure this out. If he's going to solve this puzzle, it has to be this turn.
Does he have the 6-cost rusher?
Do you think that's going to help in this situation? The 6-cost rusher is just going to basically make 3 attacks with lower attack.
No. But it also removes 2 attached Dawn to pump itself and gain rush.
Going 7. Testing the waters with 7.
The only way I go 7 is Porter only has 2 cards in hand.
Yeah. And then reload up with leader. Man, Patty does not want to make this mistake. He knows it's do or die. No, it takes it back.
9 and 9 is your best shot.
It is literally the best shot that he has mathematically for this win here. Adon,
Give leader plus some amount.
I think it gives him +2, right? +2 or +3?
Lead effect.
Leader effect. Give that Restodon up here. All right. What is that? It's +8. No, it's not. No, it's not. 1. No, it's not.
You said it.
I did say it. Gee,
He got you this.
he did get me to say it. Yeah.
1 for 1.
You can't say it either. Give a leader character card plus AK. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Why?
For leader ability.
Sure.
And that's him an extra point.
All right, 9K into life. That hits. Here's 9.
No, 10. Because of the plus.
Oh, that's right. 10. Oh, Porter doesn't have it. Patty with the win.
Wait, do you have the blockers in hand?
He couldn't play him. He got him too late.
No, that means he.
The full lead.
That means he had them already before then.
No, he put those in his hand late game. He got one out of life, and he got one out of.
He didn't get one off the search. He didn't.
Yeah, he got one off the search.
No, he didn't grab the search one. He grabbed 2K out of the search.
Porter, did you have the blockers the whole time? I'm curious of why that wasn't the route. Do you feel like he was going to have an answer for
He
it?
could have got one or both out of life, but
Did you get both out of life? I'm kind of curious. Like, you had an opportunity to kind of wall up a little bit there. Like, I know one of them was searched out the full lead. I searched twice in my last turns. Yes, that's what I thought. So you got it off the search, but it was already too late. You didn't have the dawn to play it, right? Is that what I remember correctly? While we wait for him, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. I gotta blow my nose. It's gonna be a couple minutes, not a couple minutes tops. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Gotta clean out the congestion so we can get ready for the last round. Don't forget, if you haven't yet hit ! Join, we got 2 packs. Okay, you did get them with the search. Sounds right. Thank you, Porter. We're gonna get into the last match. Patty's gonna be running the table. We're gonna find out who Patty's match is. Get that poll up there. Get those things results. Guys, just give me a quick second. I gotta get this congestion out so I can talk and actually finish this properly. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
To the quiet and the echoes speaking content.
Welcome back to Humber Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me,
Marcus.
I do apologize, guys. Congestion season, the pollen's out in the air. It gets really annoying. I had to clear it out. Didn't want to have to blow into the mic and make a really bad ASMR. Something that most of you would reject, and I'd probably lose my entire audience.
Nah, with them, they'll get excited.
We'll see. You might have already seen from the prediction what our final match is, and it's going to be a quick one, guys. This one is going to be that one guy back on the screen versus Patty, who took it down. There's a difficult challenge here. Green, yellow Yamato. By the way, the break just cut that ban word, by the way. We'll figure out what the punishments are, and with the time limit, I think it's going to be in between breaks, between streams. So those are going to be the rules. I got to establish a whole thing now that I'm going to make those points a active thing. But I'm going to, basically the rule is if you can pay the points for the ban word until the next break, I can't say it, and I still got to figure out what the punishment's going to be for that. I'll work with Porter. I'm sure he can come up with some devious things to do. I'm sure he's already thinking of something. He's probably texting me right now, so my phone is vibrating. We got 7 minutes left in the poll. We know what the green-yellow Yamato deck does. Let's take a quick look at it real quick. Check this out and see this very fast matchup between Patty and that one guy. You already saw him out there. They've already seen this match in the very first one. Greg went all in on just attaching the Dawn, swinging in. It didn't work out for him. And the blockers end up paying off better for that one guy. So we'll see if that one guy can try out the same strategy or if Patty has a different strategy. It's going to be neck and neck, head to head between these two green-yellow Yamato decks. Clearly the great choice in the best of one format to go with the deck that just goes face.
Double attack?
Yeah, double attack and just goes face. There's a reason for this, guys. Like, if you hadn't got a part of the pre-releases, it used to be the premier leader you would use in the Star Deck or for the pre-release events because it was just that powerful. $1 to the MVP prize pool for the current season. Okay. For each time the word is said. Starting next time we do it. I mean, this man locks it in, which just pay me.
Next
pay
season.
me. Next season. We'll do it next season.
Season 5.
Season 5. For season 5. No, season 5 sounds about right. Yeah, I think it's only fair.
Yeah, because I didn't get the chance, right?
That's right. That's right. It's true.
I would have had James in here saying everywhere.
Right, even here every chat being like, okay, what words do you use? No Dawn, no character. Who you guys like go into my Patreon account, you log in there, it's like, what leader is going to be used? Can't see any of these leader names. I like where your head's at, Porter. That was clever. That's very clever. Got a really fun match, really fun a bit to tell you guys after this matchup. It's going to be a quick one, but let's check out the deck list.
So we've seen Blade Slice put in some work.
Yeah, Blade Slice actually put in some work. I was like, I couldn't believe it when it was said what it did. Like, just giving a 1k counter for one, I was just like, I guess.
But it also rests as a 4 cost or less.
That's true. I get it. To me, oh man, it just seems like a wasted slot. There's so many better cards I like in this position, but these are starter decks, so you're not going to expect like the premium of the crop. Blackbeard clearly didn't come with its 10 costs in it, which probably would have just made that deck a little too OP. Same thing with Shanks. I think if it would have came with a 10 cost Shanks, that deck would have just been way too overpowered. Yeah. It's for the turn that matters. Alright. That's true. That's true. And it worked out very well in his favor with that one. The resting was irrelevant, but getting that specific amount of Dawn to get the math in his favor, it really did go into his favor with this. So, again, guys, a lot of these cards you've already seen several times. This one allows you to attack active characters. We got the awesome Rush Yamato that never got any play back in the day. Port Gusty Ace, which is just a beautiful card. You got these amazing new SRs that came in with it. On your turn, this character gains plus 3,000.
100% both SRs going in Yamatos.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. This is such a good card. It's a searcher, and it has a reduced cost infusion that combos so well with leader to make a nice little 5k swing, which I really like, and low to the ground decks like this one. You got the 6k. Once per turn, if you have 2 or less life, your leader gains plus 1,000 power. You may return 2 of your currently given Dawn cards to the cost area. Rest of this character gains Rush and plus 1,000 power on this turn. So this was the Rush card you were referring to last time. Being able to drop this nice little 6k, or technically 8k Rush, if you can activate this ability, which is not hard. It's not hard. A lot of easy, especially in this deck, to start replacing it. It's like, yes, this one's locked in here. This one just with a trigger. If your leader is a land of one type character, your opponent has 3 less life. play this card. Another beautiful trigger that puts bodies out. A lot of this deck kind of leans heavy on where the bodies hit. I think, honestly, between these two decks, between Patty and that one guy, it's going to come down to whether or not who gets the bodies from life, personally, to build up the board state. The less they have to invest into playing Dawn to put characters out, and the more they can lean on their life to do so, is going to be more beneficial. Like, I think the Banish effect could come into massive benefit if played in time correctly, because we do have the Banish effect now.
Oh yeah.
With this this Ezo here. And if it comes into it, awesome. Awesome. But we'll see how this lines up between these two players, both playing the exact same deck. Green, yellow, Yamato. Oh, jeez. It's already a fast matchup. Both of these savages without sleeves.
Who needs sleeves anymore?
I guess. I mean, a lot of these cards probably aren't that valuable, but man, it just makes me cringe. Not seeing sleeves on these things.
You have to take time to sleeve your deck. It's too much.
I guess.
You're only going to use these cards once.
True. Well, you might want to put some of these in your decks if you're going to play some of these decks. I know that the Heijo is probably going to put it in his main. All right. Patty with no turn one play. That one guy, no turn one play. Pass it back to Patty. Gonna be the first to swing. I thought this kind of content was reserved for the OnlyFans.
Here comes the 8K double attack.
Right? 8K swing coming in. Looks like that one guy just gonna give it up. 2Ks and out 1K. Gee, boss. Lots to block out of that one.
Yeah, 2K and 2 ones.
Yeah, 2 ones. Yeah. 3 cards out of hand already right off the bat. But protect himself from taking that too early. Doesn't want to set up the Kikinojo plays. Doesn't want to give him some easy trigger
Yeah,
abilities
but
here.
he doesn't play a blocker. His next attack is guaranteed to hit.
Oh, guaranteed. Absolutely. Yeah, true. Good analysis. All right, 6K coming into life. What appears to be 6K.
Yeah, it should be easy 2K out if it is. Oh, what?
Jeez. No, there was a lot more loaded up on there than I was expecting.
Oh, it was all. They're both going the
Oh.
right play.
Oh, it's just face, 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 face. Okay.
Yes, but if this Yamato hits,
Patty's winning the race.
Yeah, because that means that Yamato is going to have all the triggers come out.
Yep. Well, if you're gonna, you want to be the first to draw blood. Consider the Kikinojo is required on the opponent, right? So a lot of the triggers on here are not going to be able to go off given the current life situation. Jeez, Big 10 Sky. Here it comes. First one. Nekamamushi. Next one. It looked like a Kiko, too.
Yeah, can't get played because the
Yep.
opponent's
Not at 3.
Yeah, but that means
Brilliant
all
play from
patties-
Patty here.
All patties are online now.
Yep. So now that that one guy has got it in his favor, any of these triggers going to be live.
That means you really hope to play a banished character here.
Right? 2 and then banish would be huge. Huge! Given how many cards he's taken in a hand for Patty. Does he have the Izu? 2 and a 9K swing. It's looking like.
Ooh.
No. 7K swing. Bait in the water with a 7. Patty decides to take. Clear to activate those triggers if he has them.
Ooh.
Neither happen to be a trigger. Wow, what a luck factor. Okay, Kikinojo out. Not where you want it. You wanted it from life. That took early from life. Bad timing, but at least is able to put up some board presence.
Yeah.
Back to Patty. 7 Dawn.
Now that one guy has the pressure.
Right?
Patty would have had it if his life was
Just little. Yeah. Patty could reduce his life down to 0 for this turn. And maybe go for a rusher. Looks like he got the Ezo for banish. This could be huge.
and that's everything.
There's a 10K swing. Does that one guy counter Kenny? Oh,
Ooh,
4 cards. That's his hand.
And then lead effect to make it a blocker.
Yep. Going back. Wow. That one guy dropping all of his resources because he knew how much that was going to be too devastating for him to come back from. Can he match that, though?
Not with the blocker, I don't think. He has
No.
to find a way to KO this blocker. He has the 3 cost that KOs a 5.
That's true. But he discards so many of his resources. What does he have left? Was he smart enough to hang on to it? Oh man, it's going back and forth here. That one guy totally not the Dawn, tapping quite a bit here for the rush. Mononosuke.
Use lead effect, put it on the Kikimojo.
Yep.
Now does he swing? Probably should swing lead first.
Yeah, I'd go 8 first, then use the...
You want to swing lead first for the double attack,
Yeah.
and then the Kikinojo, and then the Momonosuke.
To try and end it. We'll see how the math goes. Patty definitely in the driver's seat has a lot more resources than that one guy.
Yeah, this should get the block out if he swings with leader first.
Loading it up. So we're seeing 2 or 3 Dawn. All right. Pay it Dawn. Rest in it. This could be the clutch move he needed. Gives his leader plus 1k. Has one underneath it. Welcome back, Captain Literal. 7k swing. Coming into life. Is this a clutch move? Is Patty bricked up is a big question. That one guy is not convinced. Is not convinced. He needs us to land.
Yeah, but he's not dead afterwards.
Yeah, it's tough to say. He could Kazoki right after him and make him dead. He's got limited resources. The attack for Patty is pretty easy here. Goes Kiku first. Trying to tempt some cards on a hand. But if Patty's smart, he's just going to be like, well, how much Dawn do you have? All right, I'll take this hit and then, counter out of the Yamato. Yeah, Patty's just going to counter, just going to take this hit. He's like, I got plus 1k, plus the 2 Dawn. So yeah, Patty going to take this to hand. No trigger. It's like what could be... Where's the Dawn? Where's the Dawn? That one guy hasn't decided on exactly how much Dawn he wants to allocate yet. Alright, no, he just went in for 6. Gets a trigger from life. Remove the 2 for activating the ability. Loading up a big swing here. Does Patty have enough to counter out?
Ooh. Yep.
That should do it. Kazuki Odin been countered out back to Patty, who got a body from life. Like we said, the life triggers really matter.
Oh, yeah.
Out of this one, full 10 Dawn allocation, 2 big swings. All he needs to do is connect with Yamato.
9.
It's just 9? Yeah, it is just 9. You're right. 9 Dawn, easy math. That one guy down to like 2 cards in hand. Easy math here. 9 on leader. Knock those 2 out. Load up the attacks. All right, Chicken Tendies of the subscription. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Really hope you're enjoying your time over there at in the city.
Ooh, no
And that nice little work trip. But thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it.
Now, do you just
Is it easy math? Is that what you're asking? I feel like it is easy math here. With just 2 cards in hand? You go 9k to lead.
What is this play? You should just load up on the...
What? I go with a rush? Okay. Here's a 7. So he's got 2 7 attacks here. With a rush. Here comes 7. And that one guy is all bricked up. Not enough out of the 2 cards out of life. Unable to come back from that. Well done, Patty, our winner! That is it, guys. Patty taking it down with green, yellow Yamato. Honestly, if I was to do any predictions, I honestly thought green, yellow was going to be at the end of this one. And that's not to be facetious. Like, ooh, who won between the 2? No. It, honestly, going before the thing even started, I thought that this was a deck.
Green, yellow.
Yeah. out of the 6 going right before it, blind check. I'm like, green yellow's going to win it. We're playing best of 1, guys. The thing that hits fastest and lowest to the ground is going to win. Hands down every time. Great choices by everyone. I think they saw the same math that I saw, which is why we saw a lot of mirrors, which just made the games even faster. But with that, that means with our new point updates, and all the point distribution, Porter has successfully locked in his MVP. So if anyone was wondering why he was wanting all those dollars to be donated to MVP, Porter has successfully locked it in. He is 100% safe. There are only 2 days left to the competition. That means a total of 7 points available left on the board. Porter is 100% safe. He has made it. Congratulations, Porter. Seriously, applause everybody out there for Porter for making it in the season as the MVP, locking it up a week early. It was a lot closer last one. Came down to the line. This one, Porter just absolutely locked in and ran away with it. Great job, Porter. I'm proud of you. Congratulations on the MVP spot. There are a lot of spots left for people to be in the matchup, by the way, too. Big W for the Porter. Appreciate that. Easy, he says. All right, don't let you hubris be to the fall, brother. We got a whole nother tournament for you to get
Porter,
into.
I played in one event.
Yeah,
I played in one event.
technically 2. I counted you for 2 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm at 8. Porter, I would have crushed you if I was in it.
Who is who is hubris, and where does it come? Your hubris will be your fall, my man. That's actually a pretty good playoff in the work of Oedipus. Well done. But yeah, we got a lot of players that can make it into it. I do want to say that there is some people that are unfortunately not going to make it into our finals. Colin, unfortunately, is on a Boys Scout trip. Will be out until August, so that means he will not be actually participating in this event. Additionally, Patty, who did such a wonderful job of working himself into it, is going to be going back to his home country.
Oh.
A little too early. We couldn't get it before he left, so I just want to say huge hats off to Patty. I appreciate your attendance in this championship. You have been just an absolute delight to play with. The guy is a great Union Arena player, awesome One Piece player. He's seriously brings a lot of light into our community. And I want to say a huge thank you to Patty for joining this community and being a part of it. I hope next time you're back in the country that you will join us yet again and spend some time with us, because it has just been an absolute pleasure.
Oh yeah, we also lost Ben.
Ben, yes, we lost Ben as well. This is what happens in new communities, guys. This is why I always tell you got to bring in new communities. You got to be always recruiting new bodies, because life happens. You have awesome members like Patty, who's just it was absolutely tremendous asset to the Lifelink community. And unfortunately, I don't know when he's going to be able to come back from his home country. Don't want to dox him. That's why I'm just going to keep it where it's at. But just all around great guy. And we had some wonderful people like we've lost throughout the time. We had going away parties with so many of these people that we've just absolutely just been fantastic. So, but with that, it means we open up to new players. We have some new great ones. Mark, who is relatively new to the community, and he is one of my casters as well. Fantastic asset to this community. He's been an absolute trip ever since he's joined us. And we've had like Big Merc coming in with his family and bringing in the giant Goliath that is his son. Guys, it's huge. We've had some great additions with Florent. And let's see, Ito was brand new to the community. Guys, we're growing every single day. We're bringing in new people. We've got some great people. Sauce Mama, thank you so much for that exclamation point join. Doesn't help that we're near a college town, so people come and go frequently. Exactly. That's true. That's so true. Like, big ups to Lifelink and the Hamburg community. Thank you, Richie. I really appreciate that. We have such an amazing group of people who help people get into all of these TCGs. That's why I do. Some people say I'm spreading myself too thin by going to so many different TCGs. I don't think I'm spreading myself wide enough, because there's just so many communities I want to reward with this opportunity to be on camera, to be a part of this community, and to make their own community where people help them build decks, get the cards that they need so they can play these games, and we keep growing this community and whatever our favorite TCG happens to be. If it's One Piece, I'm happy you're here. If it's Union Arena, join me for those. If it's Flesh and Blood, join me on Wednesdays, guys. I have a great time. If it's
Oh,
Magic the
did I tell
Gathering.
you?
What's up?
So I'm going to be joining Flesh and Blood this Wednesday.
Are you really?
I am.
Excellent. Cool. Hope to see you on camera. That'd be great. I like walking distance. Yeah, I don't mind you. My LGS is dying slowly, unfortunately. See, it's one of those things you got to keep the fresh blood coming in. Help out with those amazing new pre-releases. Always make the game entertaining and fun for everybody else around. Don't be a toxic player. Be a person that you want to be. Remember, it's what you put out there is what you'll get in life.
Cut your opponent 0 slack. They make a play, you tell them, and you kick them out.
I swear I bring you guys on just to do the devil and the fairy, the devil and the angel thing every single time. Because every time I try to give these guys good advice, it's you, Porter, Mark, and Ocean Man. Every single time, you just direct opposite. Every full domination. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love it.
I'm just saying.
Thank you.
They gotta
That is
understand.
funny. Right?
Life is hard.
I listen to the devil every time. The devil on my right and the angel on my left. Guys, technically on the screen, I look like I count the one on the right. Because Jimmy is always such an angel. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that's where you thought I was taking that. But no, I just feel like, comparatively to what you guys are like, what's Porter saying if they're only 28 hands away from winning the big and trying to waste your life savings? Which is funny. It is funny. That's why I'm laughing. Don't take it offensively. I swear every time I try to go on my soapbox, I know it's sarcasm. I know. It just cracks me up. That was sarcasm from him too, but I feel it's like I try to build you guys up. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. Let's get to the waterworks talking about how great this community is. And you guys are like, I hate you all. I hate you all.
Hey, there can only be one winner. Like Ricky Bobby said, if you ain't first,
You're last. Oh man, I love it. No!
No, don't tell me you have to read.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I thought I lost the wheel. Oh! That would have been a hard recovery. Oh, man. We have a few new chatters here.
Yes.
A variable came in. Did we ever get Jose?
I don't think so.
Nope. Jose is on there. From YouTube.
I know there was another.
There feels like there was one more person that we might have missed came in here.
I know they came in for a second. Game from.
Is that one? Yeah.
I think there should be another one.
Yeah, because that wasn't the one I was thinking of either. Richie, appreciate you. You're in. First name, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna see who he favorites.
Yeah. Is there one more? Man, this chat's been going off today. I really appreciate it, guys. Keep it up. Multipass.
There you go.
Multipass. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Multipass. All right, the wheel is set. Wow, what a good, healthy wheel.
Thank you.
All right. That's your last chance. You're in it. This is it, guys. Matt Sopa, I think you're in there.
I don't have an underscore.
Whatever. Is Matt Sopa not? No, yeah, there you are. I almost put you on twice. Still good. I'm happy you checked it though. Captain should be on there.
No captains.
No captain. No, good catch. Good catch. All right, the wheel. Man, this is a healthy wheel. Gosh, I love this. I love it when I can barely even see the names on here. Guys, keep coming up. Let's go. Let's find out pack number 1. No Jay Whistle pack tonight. There's no Jay Whistle pack. No tax pack. He's going to come in last minute.
After you hand out all both packs.
Right? He's like, tax pack.
Ooh. Mama Sim.
Mama Sim! Mama Sim! Congratulations. All right, been a while. Been a while, Mama Sim. This is happy Monday, happy Tuesday, whenever we're going. Right? I love it. Guys, I gotta get that emote. I really do.
Hey, it's only rigged if there's a really good card in it.
That's fair. That's fair. Because if this is just like a double rare pack, maybe I was saving it for you. You don't know. I love it. I love it. That's gonna be like the greatest running joke. Honestly, Not gonna lie, I think rigged is probably gonna be the one of the ones that gets turned down by the Twitch staff because they're not gonna get it. I don't think, like, I don't want to explain humor to them, but I have a strong inkling that when I turn that in there with the Humble Pie lettering that says rigged, they're probably gonna say I can't use that one because they're not gonna get it. They're gonna be like, what? What? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not trying to get into politics or anything. I'm just trying to tell you that I feel like that one word is gonna be enough that they're gonna be like, what is going on over that channel that would be something that he wants to make an emote for. Yeah.
Gambling.
Captain Litter was added last, so it was rigged. You do so bad rigging. I know, right? But we'll see if it gets through. If it gets through, we're good. But I sincerely think, like, if it gets banned, I'm calling it now. That's why I got banned. Like, it was, or I was not able to use it. But rigged is going to be one of the emotes. Like, I'm gonna definitely make it one of the cheapest ones too, because I want you all to have it. Believe. No, spread the word. Do not spread the word.
Well, not an alt leader pack. Or
My conspiracy leads to whether they would.
Wait, did you get all
They
the
ban
Dawn
the
packs?
word. I got what?
I said, have you gotten all the Dawn packs out of this set yet?
No, I don't think so. I think we're missing one. If banned, it's because it was rigged. Confirmed. Red treasure. All hunt grout. Thousand sunning. Crocodile. Magellan. You Magellan? I'm Magellan. Sarfunkel. That's a callback back in the day. 3-pace hum soul not slash. Jonathan. Grandpa Ryu. Cloven Rose Blizzard. Our first rare is hope. Because we hope that this is a huge hit. We hope and pray that we got ourselves into something big, guys. Come on. Come on. Bonnie!
Bonnie.
Alright, SR Bonnie. Not bad. A very decent card. Also, fan favorite. Mama Sim, I think you're going to like this card. I think,
Very mid card.
yeah. Just beautiful callback. Her eating pizza. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. SR, that means one more hit, one more pack, potential hit left. Let's go. SR stands for rigged.
Super rigged.
Oh, super rigged. But we have not given away. What is a hit then? What's the super rigged? What's a hit that we give away? I'm curious. All right, one more pack to give away. Congratulations, Mama Sim. Yeah, like what's a hit? Like anything that's like an alt-art or an alt-art leader. Secret rare alt. Yeah, like what are we calling that one? Because if it's super rigged for an SR, which makes sense. It's actually really funny. But what are we gonna use for the like the huge hits? All right, here we go. Ooh, ooh.
No. Keep going.
Keep going. Scarf rigged. Brain dead feeling. Oh god. Oh god. Brain dead Porter. Did you just lose by a fraction of a hair?
He did. No. Let's pull
Yo!
it out now.
It should. It was getting so close. I thought it was coming your way. Okay, so those who don't know, the last time this happened, when Brain Dead by a sliver of a notch went up. And this is so funny because this is Scott Frick who plays Fab, and I don't think he really cares about One Piece. But if this was hot, he's gonna love it. I'm gonna make sure this is always in view for you guys. The wheel is weighted. The digital wheel is weighted. That's how this works. The last time this happened, we got the alt-art leader for Monkey D. Luffy. No, yeah, that was one, yeah, because that was one of his first leaders, right? It was his leader. He wanted it so bad. It was going to be his pack. This was supposed to be his. And it was the one leader he wanted more than anything out of the set that we were opening. And a hair fraction, just like we just watched, went over. So now we're going to witness history. Does history repeat itself as a poetic, just nightmare for our man, Brain Dead Porter, whose hubris might have taken away this pack from him? Let's find out. No hits been pulled from this box yet, guys. Not a single one. And Scoffrick, congratulations. Second big win. He usually wins on my... the wins I've seen him is on the Fab
gold
swing.
leader.
Off the top is this leader pack. It's not a leader pack. It's not a leader pack. It's not a leader pack.
Alright, so SEC or Altart.
Could be Altart, could be something huge.
I'm gonna go with Altart. It's an Altart.
If anything, because I know him so much, Trafalgar Law. It's a Trafalgar Law Altart that's gonna like just drain out of his soul. Because he's a huge fan of Trafalgar Law. Let's see what it is. Mosquito. Thousand Sunny. Chopper Man. Mad Treasure. Don Aquino. Carrot. Alright. Thousand Sunny. Klabu Talaman.
That event is so good.
Yeah. Next pack that Porter picks for the stream is an AA watch. We'll see. We'll see.
That event is so good.
Gum Gum Giant Pistol? Oh yeah, that's a really good one. Thankfully the Outlaw in this set isn't too expensive. Okay. Vista. Germa 66. Monkey D. Garp. How appropriate. How appropriate. Monkey D. Garp. Sabo. And that's it. That's it. Oh, Garp was a foil.
Yeah, he's a rare.
You lucked out today, my man, Brain Dead Porter. You lucked out today. I thought that it looked like a common. It didn't look like a foil. But how appropriate for the man who's going to be playing Garp here soon against my deck here. Super extremely rigged. I don't know if I can make that into an emote, 39 Royal, but if we can, we'll make that into an emote. But here's your pack. Congratulations, Scoffrick, who doesn't even play One Piece, but it's always a great creator. Great guy. Shut up with his people.
Yeah, he was. I think he's streaming at the moment.
Yeah, we're going to go see if we can go raid him real quick and just say hi to Scoffrick and let him know that he won these packs. I'm going to go see if he's on right now, but you didn't. That means the hits are still live. Every hit's still live out of the box, guys. Woo! It's coming down.
Gotta save it for the last two.
Yeah, right? The dramatization is real. I actually really appreciate that you didn't pull out all the good hits here. Finally got to catch a whole Humbro stream. Hey, yeah, appreciate you being here for the whole time. You got to see what it's all about, or at least for the streams that I prefer. When I can get to that point and I don't need my other job to keep my food coming and my bills paid, all right, this is the kind of content I want to deliver to you guys. I love having this interaction. This is quite possibly the best time I have all the time. It's just being able to talk with you guys, get to laugh with you guys. It's just so much fun, and I love just covering these things where we can stop the gameplay, walk it back, analyze it. Guys, we get smarter, we have some laughs, we have just, it's all around great time. And these are the streams I live for. So I can't wait to get into points where Chicken Tennies and I are like live streaming together, just talking and having fun and talking to you guys in the chat. I know that we're not just a just chatting channel, but honestly, with you guys, I would love to talk to you all day because you guys are hilarious. I have so much fun. Let's find out if Scoffrick is live and if I can raid him. He is live. He is live. What is he playing? What is this? Warframe.
You don't know what Warframe is?
No.
I used to play that game
Real Warframe. All right. Let's say hi to Scoffrick. Let him know he won a pack, guys. Tell him like you'll send the love all the way. Really appreciate it. We've got to do some more collabs, guys. Thank you all for being here. We're going to wait for the 10-second cooldown. I just want to say to all the rest of you guys, stay hum, bro.
Stay pie.
Stay pie. Yeah. See you soon.